podcast.
Because like you would start a podcast like talking about it?
Yes, talking a recap. Like recap the shenanigans every Sunday.
But would you do a reality show?
Would I do a reality show?
Yeah, would you do a reality show?
Of course.
You said of course, like I was saying, like
yeah, of course.
I thought you were gonna be like absolutely not the way you looked at me.
Oh no, of course. It would have to be like Real Housewives of Atlanta or something like that. Like,
no, okay, would you do a dating reality show?
Oh no, I wouldn't do a dating reality show.
No matter what the number was.
What do you mean number? Like
let's say I'm gonna be reasonable. Let's say the number was like 10 episodes, 250,000
for each episode.
No, for the whole thing.
Oh.
She was like, my price is up here.
That's not fair because every time they stream it, I should be getting my coins. Like,
well, I'm glad you're speaking on ownership, but that's just not how that thing works.
That's not how it works. No. So they don't get paid every time it's
you got to win that amount of money.
Oh hell no!
No, I mean,
I don't think I would do that for a dating show. I would definitely be on like a Real House of Atlanta.
But isn't that sounds like the easy show though? You don't really got to like do shit.
You gotta keep up.
You have to show up.
Yeah, you gotta really show up.
You have to read people. Like, you have to be likable.
That's like an art.
Yeah, it is. Like,
y'all don't watch Love is Blind, right?
No, I don't.
Y'all should.
I watched the first season. I did see that the second
season's a lot more messy. The first season's like mad cool because like everybody like loves each other in real life. They're still like together and shit in season 1. Season 2, like bro, like they like it's a mess. It's a mess.
That what's her face is in? That we went to school with? No, that's another show.
Oh no, that's Are You the One?
Are You the One?
Okay.
I think so. Oh no, I know what show you're talking about. I don't know the name of it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Love is Blind is the one where they can't see them.
They can't see them.
They don't see. Wait, is it the goal of that show is that they're supposed to propose or what? Or what happens?
So pretty much after 11 to 12 days, you decide if you want to propose to the person, right?
Wow.
Okay, you go through the proposal, then they send you on a vacation for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Then after the vacation, you go back to your hometown to see if you guys can live a normal life for like 4 or 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, you decide at the altar if you want to marry them.
Mm.
So they set up a whole wedding, families, brides.
I remember it.
And like at the altar, it's yes or no.
It's a lot of pressure.
What's the time period?
So pretty much probably a total of like 30 days.
Oh, that's crazy. That's too much. Well, I remember like the first season with Lauren and Cam.
They're still together.
They're still together.
Wow.
I did
they actually stay together?
Yeah, I did.
A lot of these couples stay together. Well, not a lot, but the couples stay together.
Like half and half?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, 2 couples from season 1 stay together. 2 couples from season 2 are still together.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think I could personally do that.
Why
That's
not?
Too much.
You're like really vulnerable, right? So you're getting to know these. Who are the people that they
I feel like I would need to like. Can you vibe? I mean, I guess you can vibe. I'm trying to see. Can you vibe with someone without like seeing
and being forced? I guess.
But that's the point. The point of the show is Love is Blind. There should be something with that internally attracts you to that person. That you can hear.
That's
like
scary.
It's scary because you don't know what they look like, or it's scary because
who chooses,
or it's scary that you don't know that you're attracted to it.
It's like that.
Is the attraction the scary part?
Because of the attraction part, it's like
you didn't think you would find that mutual bond without knowing the person, kind of.
I mean, because I feel like where I'm at right now in life is like, it's about vibes, about energy. It's about that, face-to-face interactions.
Okay.
Me knowing exactly what you're working with in every single aspect.
What do you mean what you're working? Like,
just, everything. So
I'm just confused. They just pick people.
So pretty much, okay. So you sign up for the show,
I would be scared too.
No, so you signed up for a show, right?
You know who you are, but you don't know anyone else.
Yeah. So you sign up. So the first 10 days or 7 to 10 days.
Yeah.
They put you are in like a pod. They call it, right?
And they ask about you and everything, right? First?
Yeah. So like you're talking to you go on like 4 to 5 dates without seeing the person.
Okay.
Per day. And then that's when you start to build your connection.
Like they don't ask your age, like what you're into.
I mean, the person can ask you whatever they want. They can ask you, hey,
you just it's like probably like an inmate situation where you just
okay.
You on the call. No, okay.
You can.
Have you been in that situation?
No, I haven't.
And 2,
but
when you go visit somebody in jail, you can see them.
At first.
Yeah, they have a whole camera.
There's a camera. You can see the person in prison.
Okay, maybe. Okay, sorry.
Some of them also
forget
have
that example.
That's illegal.
They don't have phones. Yeah. I'm talking out of my ass.
What do you mean they do have phones?
They don't have phones.
They don't have phones. They don't do TikToks, and they don't glow.
They don't do any of that.
They don't glow their their rooms.
Do you have people in jail that you like? What do you?
You know what? No, we're gonna put it in.
So
All right, there we go.
Hey. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm the best new players. Okay, y'all.
I was really confused. I'm like, what is that sound?
Oh my god, bro!
Oh man, we got to pay Ray when we start getting this ad money.
Hell.
We start getting this ad money. Oh, where we at? Welcome to episode 142. Welcome to episode 142 of the Imaginary Players podcast. It's me, the one, Mr. Full Disclosure, aka Big John from the East Side Boys. You're now listening to and have always been listening to the greatest show on earth. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all the things you guys do every single week. YouTube is doing great. I did not know it was going to do that great when we started. So thank you to all 243 subscribers.
I know that's motherfucking right.
Yeah. Keep liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. They tell me I do all the promo stuff in the beginning because y'all might not listen to the end because we be doing this for 4 hours. So Twitter, IMG Players, Instagram, Imaginary Players NYC, all that good stuff. Here we are, another good episode. And we have a special episode. First and foremost for Women's History Month to two of the most phenomenal women I know.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That touches me.
Yes,
all right. So, you know, usually when we have other women on this podcast, I have to check in with Ray because she kind of controls.
Oh, my God.
You know.
How did she get that position? 'Cause, like, stop. 1 second. How she did have to... What? Come on, John. Like, I've been literally asking to be on the podcast since 2011.
You've been on 3 times.
2011.
You've been on, but you have been on.
But how... You know what?
You were on twice, right?
3. She's been on 3 times.
Bobby.
Okay.
Daniella.
I just cannot.
Oh my God.
Like, this is just,
okay.
like,
Appreciate.
now you're talking about inclusion when
Take
I was
notes.
included. But it's okay. Continue.
To my immediate right is the lovely, the queen of the beats, fashion model, former bodybuilder,
Bartender.
and now, oh shit!
Hey, no.
Oh, shoot, I was gonna throw that in there, but
Shit.
I mean, here we are.
Oh,
That's an extracurricular activity.
okay.
Okay.
I love that though.
Okay, you know,
Yeah,
it's
don't
all
tell-
about skill
They
sets.
get their coins.
It's
Okay.
about skill sets.
Bartender.
All right, period. Okay, not a bartender. Okay.
And was just recently featured on a billboard in the middle of Midtown.
That's motherfucking right.
I know, period.
Period.
Danielle's
On
Danielle's back.
42nd, Times Square.
Danielle's
Yes,
back, and
hi,
Danielle's here because
everyone.
Ray said we could bring her. So, 'cause-
Honestly, that's my leave. Okay. First off, thanks, guys. Oh, thanks, John, for inviting me back on. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I've been back on.
it's been like a couple months. What are you?
Girl, listen, I feel like it's been a year. So much has transpired. But, you know, it's okay. I'm back, you know, better than ever. What was I going to say? Yeah. So I'm back and I'm still selling beads. So, yes, you guys should.
Yeah, plug
you
your
know,
shit early because we're gonna forget.
I know,
that.
yeah.
Word.
Check out my beads at Bodied and Beaded. I've done, I think, like 4 pop-up shops since the last year. So we're going to keep it pushing. And I'll do more pop-up shops. But definitely check me out and get your waist beads for the summer, ladies.
I know that's motherfucking right.
Okay, period.
To Daniella's right, y'all know her. Everyone's favorite. Oh,
Everyone's favorite.
oh my god! I didn't know there was gonna be hate. I thought it was unity here.
I mean, there is unity.
A fine line of unity.
There is.
The first lady of the podcast,
Hey, y'all.
Ray, the fashion designer,
What's up, y'all?
a coder, all of the above.
Oh, thanks.
Ray is back.
I am back and I am here to cheer and drink and
Mhm.
enjoy some time with my lovely friends. Yeah.
Thank you both for coming and
Thanks.
hanging out with us. You know, I see, and you know, I know a lot of podcasts. You do the women's history every week, but nah. So we're gonna do this episode for y'all, and we're gonna rock this out.
I love
All
that.
right, we're gonna rock this out. And to my far left, as always, man, you can't do it without him. Dro, the brothel bandit.
Brothel. Wow.
You know, the
I was
cat-
hoping
Nah,
for this month because this month
It's not for us.
we would retire.
Look at this nigga trying to take Women's History Month too. What's up with this?
Yeah, that's not.
That's not a joke. What's that about?
That's not
Yo, this-
changing.
Wow.
What is brothel bandit?
Oh my God.
You know, sometimes you freak with a
I
brothel.
went to Spain for a week and I got high and
That's a
enjoyed
long
life,
time.
but they make it seem like I went to a brothel.
That's a long time.
No, I know.
Spain, like where in Spain? Like
Barcelona.
Barcelona? Oh, it was lit.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, were there strippers?
I don't know, because I was smacked half of the time.
He knows.
But I don't. I'm a child of God. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
know that's right.
Okay.
But Dro's behind the camera.
Yes.
And here we are.
True.
So here we are, episode 142. Like I said, I got my lovely friends here with me. Let's get started. Like I said, this episode will be a little bit different because I wanna hear about what y'all been doing. I wanna hear about what y'all got going on.
Shit.
I'm gonna ask y'all some questions. Y'all have matching going on. We talked for 30 minutes. We talked 30 minutes off camera about the things we have going on.
Oh, true.
Yeah, don't get shy now.
I'm shy.
Girl, boo.
Okay, we'll knock out some news first that I guess we're supposed to talk about. I'm not gonna front. What I only want to talk about is gas.
Oh god.
Yo, gas is right now $4.30.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's actually
I think it's going to cent up every day.
it is.
It is so
The gas by
crazy.
my crib went up 10 cents. It's going up 10 cents a day.
It was like $3.89,
Mhm.
and now it's $4.30.
I don't.
And now I think I saw something about like Trump was on some podcast or some like news thing talking about if it was him, like this would never have happened.
Yo, bro, the fact that we're in the position for him to even say that is our
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
Like, well, not
Yeah.
our fault. I'm not gonna front. I ain't seen Kamala in 8 months.
Yeah,
She's
true.
chilling.
I mean, they're slow.
And-
Biden, the whole administration, they're just moving slow.
and-
Like they should have predicted this. Like I don't know.
You can't necessarily predict. I
What
don't
do
know.
you
Like,
mean that they couldn't predict
no,
it?
I mean, this is a result of. Well, gas been going up before the war.
Nah,
I
but
think,
this Russia shit
They
was
knew
this
it was
this shit
gonna
was
happen.
talked about.
Yeah.
This shit was talked about on TikTok last summer.
When do we ever get ahead of the curve?
Yeah, true. Yeah,
We've been
very
in court
true.
for 8 years.
Very true.
Niggas been
15.
knew this
Feel
shit
like
was
it.
coming.
Feel like it.
True.
Trump
Yo,
ignored.
y'all be going to BJ's?
Nah.
It's a little bit cheaper.
The wholesale
Low key. Yeah.
gas?
It's cheaper.
I didn't even know
It's
they sell
yeah,
gas.
They sell
it's the
gas?
cheapest.
I didn't even know they sell
What do you
gas at
mean?
BJ's
Out
and
of,
wholesale.
yeah.
There's a
Not
gas
all
station?
BJ's though.
Not
yeah,
all
there's a-
BJ's, yeah.
Yeah, not
Fuck.
all BJ's. Some of them you just have to
And you have to have-
over up to in Freeport.
They have a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I
Yep.
didn't know
It's the
that.
cheapest. It's still a lot, but it's the cheapest right now.
Oh shit.
But the lines are mad long just because it's the cheapest.
That's
I'd rather pay
crazy.
more than wait. I have a really big thing about waiting online, so I'd rather pay more.
Really?
I don't like lines, bro.
John, you will pay $5 for a gallon?
To not wait on, I've always paid for convenience
Really?
in my life, bro. I've always preferred.
So you went to the friggin' so you would go to the say you out of gas and you on Flatbush and you at that last gas station on Flatbush
there.
in the mobile, you're paying like $6-7?
How am I get home?
John!
I'm gonna
You know
I'm
what gas station I'm
all
talking
for-
about?
I don't be
The
birthday
last
girl.
one before you hit the bridge
Mm-mm,
is
I don't.
mobile.
I always say I'm blessed and highly favored. If I'm in position to make sure I'm not finna run around
Right.
looking for gas station. I just don't have it in me. I wish I did though.
Right.
It'd probably save me a lot more money, but I just don't have it in me. I really don't. Like I don't
think
have it in me.
I got it in me. I don't drive yet, but I think I'll go
I'm looking.
Right.
on fumes.
Well,
I'm
I'm
looking.
just like I'm just kind of annoyed because like okay, obviously people with cars, this is obviously affecting you, but like people that take Ubers, like Uber price is gonna like skyrocket
Hell
because
no,
the gas
they
price.
have.
They're
Yeah, 'cause
already.
their
They
gas
have.
is going up.
They're
Like
up.
it's
Everything
gonna
is up.
skyrocket.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna be a domino effect. And I'm
Everything
just
is
like
up and not
I
good
cannot.
up.
And I want to keep it like I want to think about like what they're failing to acknowledge is like working class people, right? So let's say like they're making this return to the office initiative that
Yeah.
Oh my god.
the president is now
Ghetto.
talking about, and it's like, okay, cool.
Ugh,
You want us to return back to the office, and gas prices are at an all-time high.
ridiculous.
So it's like, what's the joke?
Right.
Why?
It's like it's not making sense.
Like I save on gas because I don't have to leave my house to work
Yeah.
now. But if there's a point where it's like, okay, well, we're paying rent on this big building, like we might as well go
Yeah.
back. I get the business's standpoint,
I get that too.
so it's like, okay, we do have to go back. But now it's like, but bro, can y'all figure this out?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
You can't. Yeah, I think you can't force people to go back. We cannot go back to how things were pre-COVID. I think a lot of like corporations actually
Enjoy.
did better.
no, they did.
They did like a lot better.
The
You
mental
know,
state, yeah, the mental
post
state was
kind of post COVID with like even their profit margins, etc.
office
So
maintenance. is all
yeah,
the way
I
down.
just like, and I think like in terms of like going back into the office, it should be more for the business to really think through of like why are people going back into the business? Is it just for that maybe once a month team connection? You know, I think I think it's hard to get people back in the office. Like, I know Joe Biden's pushing that, but there's also this thing about this whole great resignation where people are leaving
jobs out,
leaving the jobs, the job market in like record numbers because like they're figuring out that it doesn't work for them, to be honest.
And it's funny that you say that because that even brings me to another place where like it's still based in who has the most money, and which is what Joe Biden the Democrats push to not be that. They don't realize that the companies that can afford to leave everybody at home are the ones that are going to win, which means the companies with more money, which means you're still favoring. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the fact that it's like they don't realize that yet, that bro, let everybody work from home if they want to. Let them go into work two days a week.
I wish it was a median though. I wish there was a median because I do believe, I truly do believe you should be in community. Because you need to be around people. And there are certain people now that are working from home and they're only seeing people through a screen. I do not believe that at all. Gotcha. But I do believe, like, for example, I just seen what was it, on Acorn, like one of the newsletters, like they were saying Google was offering some of their employees like 1.5K on their salary if they wanted to come back to work 3 times a week. That's not even bad. I wouldn't even care about going into working 3 times a week and then spending the rest of my week at home. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
But give people that option.
Yeah, I would love the hybrid option too. Like, my job does, you can go in if you want, you don't have to, but like, I want the choice because because we now know it's not, after 2 years, we know it's not necessary to be there.
It's not necessary.
So don't make
like
it
the results are still coming through and better, if anything.
Don't make it seem like we have to be there. And that's my problem. It's the lack of transparency in our country. That it's been the reason we're in so many issues.
Yeah.
That no one's telling the truth. So it's like, yo, bro, don't tell us we have to be back in the office because we just, for 3 years, know that we don't.
Especially since, like, even with New York City, like, so much shit is happening. So much unsafe shit is happening.
You
think motherfuckers want to travel right now?
Thought I was going to be on a subway.
And people are throwing shit in people's faces?
The train station, right? Like the whole metro system and shit like that, it's giving Scooby-Doo vibes.
It's OD. It's really OD.
Wicked. It's really wild. I can't front.
Like, I was talking to my mother about it, and she was saying, like, oh, it's going back to the 90s type shit. Like, where niggas would just slash you in your face. Like, you don't know what is going to happen.
Yeah, it's not safe.
It's not safe. And you think... Like, even I just seen a TikTok of how, like, sorry to go off brand, but like they were talking, this one girl was talking about how like Joe Biden wants everybody to go back to work, but it was kind of just like, and he wants tourists to come back to New York City, but it's like tourists, first of all, I don't know if you guys have noticed, the tourism has decreased significantly. Like,
it's empty in Times Square.
And he wants that to be like a whole thing for New York City again, but she was like, nobody wants this shit. Like, she was actually showing pictures on the subway of shit being smeared on glass. Like, no, tourists don't want to come from fucking China and
to see doo-doo.
To see diarrhea. Nobody wants to see that. Or be spat in their face. Nobody wants to have to deal with that. But he's dealing with all the shit. Even with, what the fuck is his name? The mayor?
Eric Adams.
First of all,
I don't know how I feel like. Ooh.
He's a bug out.
What is wrong with him?
A coon? No,
I'm not. The crazy thing.
I'm sorry. No. Okay. This is my views. Obviously, do not reflect imaginary players, New York City. Blah, blah, blah. But I think he's my views. I feel like he's personally a coon because he just be doing a lot of dumb shit.
If the shoe fits, it fits.
And, well, yeah.
He just does a lot of dumb shit. That's the problem. The black man sometimes they be fooling us. Like, I'm not one.
That's the thing.
Talk about it.
I've done some research, and I feel fucked up to say, but a lot of the black community voted for him.
Yes,
which is insane.
He would come to my church.
Oh, damn.
All the time. He came to my church like 3 times. Oh, he came to CCC to comment. Oh, wait. Can you beat that out?
I can beat that out.
Yeah, let's beat that out. But he did come to my church, and he did, like, you know how they do, like, they come to churches, try to win the hearts of, black folks and all this type of stuff. And the shit that he was really saying, it was just like, wow. Yeah, we love you. And it's like, wow, you are backtracking on everything that you have ever said. At the church, it's like
we had to remove drill music. Like, I'm just like, boy,
the
focus is
Ray's church point. Just like, I know we're gonna go off on a tangent, but fuck it. That don't bother you though.
That bothers me,
but on both sides, in terms of the church's side and in terms of
it bothers me heavily because me and my mother have had this conversation with not just him, but it's been a lot of people that would attend our church just to come and speak to the black folks and da. And me and my mom would just say like, yo, like our pastor, like, is it just like this?
A money
too
grab?
nice? Like what's going on?
I mean,
no, but the thing is though, it's nothing with money related.
And
with him.
That's where, I mean, obviously I don't know your church personally. I'm talking about in a general sense, right? Because I just
just a church period.
Yeah,
absolutely. As far as like connections and all that type of stuff, absolutely.
I think it has to be money. What do you mean? If the police department puts a donation for the church, they're not going to take it.
But
of course everybody's it. But as far as doing business, as far as like, they would need him more than he needs them. He don't need them.
So it's right there, right? So I was watching one of the episodes of Bel Air where Uncle Phil is running for district attorney, and he was like trying to swoon the most popular pastor. And I'm like, this is what happens. Like it's all political. It's all like a,
because the pastors have to reach to the community.
Exactly.
Right.
And I'm like,
they're the bridge.
There's got to be money. There's got to be somebody's got to be. You know what I mean?
That's of course. That's when you think about all the campaign trails, like they go to the church.
But my thing
they always go to the church.
The church has always seemed they make it off limits to that type to bribery and all those things. Yes, we call it something else. It ain't a donation. This is the same thing.
It's business.
It's business.
Sadly,
the deacon, he's doing business. The pastor's doing business. That Porsche didn't come from tithes. You feel me? Like, I mean, he drive a better car than me. I don't know what's going on. I mean, but that's just something that be coming on my. Yeah, that's a whole different wheel.
It's just annoying though. It's just like say the fuck about it. Churches, like, stop trying to get people in that vulnerable state, because obviously church is one of the places that black people are going to be most vulnerable. So it's kind of just like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Listen, man.
And they go over endorsement. If your pastor is endorsing someone,
I might be like, I don't know, man. I might not be.
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Like, what's going on? I mean, if he's putting a Nike headband on talking about Nike for God, I don't know.
It's like, what's going on?
Let's make it make sense.
Not Nike for God.
Let's make it make sense. I don't know.
Just do it. Jesus.
Just do it.
Stop, Daniella. Damn, bro.
Oh, my God.
Kimberly. I'm sorry. I love that.
Yo.
You were so...
I love it. I love it. Guys, I'm going to have like a 90-Day Fiancé podcast. Definitely tune in once it drops.
Daniella, you have 3 cameras here with
You're insane.
With mad unreleased footage.
You're insane.
I need a team. Beyonce has a team.
Oh, God.
Serena Williams has a team.
What's the next
okay?
topic?
Nicki Minaj has a team. Okay.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
All right. I don't know how much not that I don't care, but like what I don't know enough of. Not that I don't know enough. Also, it's like more companies are pulling out of Russia. It's okay.
I saw McDonald's.
Oil and gas. I saw 5% of it.
Yeah, everyone. I think they're just trying to like.
I mean, they're trying to put a choke.
It's not doing anything for them though. They want to take away Pornhub. What is that doing?
Girl said Pornhub.
What is that doing for them?
No. So the thing is, like, I read an article that they took McDonald's and they took out Starbucks. So McDonald's employs, I think, like 63,000 Russian employees. No. I think McDonald's was saying, and Starbucks, is that they're going to still support their workers, but they're discontinuing, or temporarily closing up all of the stores. So obviously that's going to, hit the Russian economy.
Right.
But it was just crazy to me because I didn't really think how global, I don't know, these American fast chain,
I didn't know
restaurants are, but like they're feeding an international market. Mm-hmm. So, I think a lot of other corporations are getting a lot of pressure to do the right thing. So even when I was reading that article, it was like McDonald's and Starbucks, I think they did it today or maybe yesterday too, but it's coming after weeks of pressure that why they do this at the start or why they do this before, Yeah.
I mean, even you get, like you said, there are other countries also be like Mercedes is now pulled out of
Y'all think Putin give a fuck about that? He likes killing people. He likes seeing blood.
I feel like he doesn't faze him at all.
I don't at all. He's that evil.
I really feel like he's just on.
Like he doesn't give a fuck about these businesses.
I mean,
and then did you guys know how big Russia is?
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah, you didn't learn it in school. That shit is huge.
I don't
like geographically.
That shit is huge.
How big Russia is?
I'm with Daniella. I didn't realize
I did not realize.
Like I know it's big,
how big
it's like
Russia
4
is.
United States.
Yes.
And how
Like,
small Ukraine is.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's small as shit.
So
Yeah.
I am a little like, I don't know.
Them niggas fighting for their lives.
They,
No, they
really
really
are. Like, and then, so.
No, like
okay.
literally.
Okay, so I guess not unpopular opinion. So, obviously like the media is telling us like Russia's bad, Ukraine like needs help, needs support, etc. Like Russia is trying to like overthrow Ukraine or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess what I was like, I don't know, like, because especially you hear like fake media, like they're trying to push a certain agenda, blah 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 blah. And I feel like someone like me, I wasn't as in tuned with like what was going on internationally, but I did. I mean, I guess devil's advocate on Russia's
here
side.
We go.
I don't know enough to even play that.
Did you guys hear about
Y'all
that?
didn't hear about?
I don't know shit.
Okay, did y'all pay attention in high school? Because we learned about Putin and all of this in high school.
I don't know shit. I'm not. You think I'm?
Okay.
Yeah, I did too. And I was scared of Putin when I learned about him.
I heard it's our fault. I mean, I don't know.
It's our fault.
Putin
Everything's our fault.
Because like we've been.
I said talking to my guy.
Oh, sorry. We've been. What is it? We've been. I guess the way like where Russia is, and there's like certain like borders and shit like that. Like we've been like teetering on some sort, or Ukraine has been like teetering on some sort of like border. So that's why they're retaliating like this. But like it's been in the works for a while.
No, 100%.
So they're
the-
trying to defend their country, where the media is spinning it like they're trying to, overtake Russia. Overtake Ukraine. Sorry.
Like I said, I really wish I had more knowledge, but I really like. I don't necessarily believe the news all the time, so I don't know what's what.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? From what I understand is, what the media shows is, Ukrainian families being bombed, Ukrainian families doing this, Ukraine on defense. And usually when a country's invaded and they're big enough to fight back, that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They don't seem like they can't even fight back. They just seem like their backs against the wall and they just shooting back at the people shooting at them. That's what it looked like. So I don't know.
It's from what I know, Putin is more of he's a patriot, like of old Russia, like USSR type, like 70s and 80s and stuff, 60s. He just wants Russia to be solidified. Back then, Ukraine was part of the USSR. So he's like, I want you back, pretty much. And I'm going to do whatever I can to get you back.
Even if I kill everyone that's in Ukraine.
Pretty much. And then it's tough.
Yeah.
It's truly tough
It's sad,
because 100%. I mean, no one really wins when it comes to war.
Yeah.
Like it's always
no one wins.
It's always funded
But who created this mess? White folks.
I was waiting for that one.
Who created it?
White folk.
I'm not gonna say
Along with white
just
folks.
looks evil. Like I just don't like the way he looks. I like I was gonna say like the Ukrainian president. Like he's kind of cute. Like he's like.
You know what? What's the next topic, bro?
Get her out of here. Get her out of here.
the Ukrainian.
Get her out of here.
I think like his bravery makes him even more attractive.
I mean,
because
but that's media also because
You're a murderer.
no, because they're showing photos and videos. Nothing against the Ukrainian president. But they're showing photos and videos of him like eating with the people in the field,
out in the trenches,
which is
like,
understandable.
You see why Ray
know.
has to give permission for anybody to come on this podcast?
Yeah, this is OD. This is a little bit much.
I just said that he's not bad looking. You know what I'm saying? And like I guess like the courageousness like looks good on him. You know, like
I mean, because he's a president, you gotta.
No, I mean not all presidents will do things that he's doing. To be honest,
That is true.
Yeah, like,
that is true.
I like if we was at war, like Trump would be the first person like.
Look at niggas still want Trump to be president. Gas price hit 501. Niggas want Trump back.
Like
Biden's too old.
Sleepy Joe gonna take a nap, bro. He gonna take a nap.
He gonna take a nap.
Yo, Biden's too slow. Like we need someone a little bit quicker. Like
Yeah, it's
I don't
pretty
know.
bad.
Oh, can't use this clip in the promo, but anyway.
Like I just don't know. Like who? What are? I mean, we have
And
three
we'll
more
be
years?
back.
Yeah.
How many years? 3 more years? 4 more years?
Three. Yes.
No.
Three. Yes.
2.
No.
2.
Oh yeah, 2. Wait, no. Was it
2020?
And then also,
It was
too,
2020.
no, another
Yo,
point
COVID
too.
got everything.
I know.
No,
2
so
years.
I was gonna say too. So like, I don't know what the freak is going on in Ukraine because like you hear about what Russia's doing to them, and then there's another layer where I'm Nigerian. There were like tons of Nigerian people stuck out there, and then they were facing like still like racial discrimination to even get out of Ukraine. So I've seen that shit too. Like it's a mess.
It's kind of like,
and it took a while for the Nigerian government to do something to get these people out. Mm-hmm. So what are you doing? Yeah. What's going on?
It's like you want us to feel for you.
Like I just don't understand. Both on the Ukraine side about the whole racial discrimination of people that are internationals that want to leave, and then from the Nigerian government on your slow ass response to get these people out. Like seriously, like it's a shame. It's a damn shame. And it's just like I follow Sean King, and he had posted something about like, I understand as, you know, humans, like you empathize on what's going on in Ukraine, but but you see, like, you know, with unfortunately, it's the case where with white people, like something bad happens, people rally around you quickly, right? You know, with issues that have been facing like people of color, you see how slow to response like everyone is. So it's just like, how much support can I consciously kind of give when knowing that like I would not get that same support back if it were if it were roles were reversed, you know?
That's kind of the point we make.
It's crazy.
We say we don't. That's the kind of point we make where, you know, I'm one, staying out of white people business, and two, it's
gatekeep.
Like, there you go. Yeah, that's it. That's about it. And even to your your point, now I would like us to. How do I say this right? It's crazy because it's all rooted in like racist shit, right?
Yeah.
I would love to compare the flights to Ukraine and the flight to like Nigeria. I'm sure Nigeria's flight is doubled. Yeah. Because you know what I mean, they make it more difficult for us to be unified. If that makes sense,
yeah.
Because like it goes to the Britney Griner situation.
Yes, what is going on? No one cares. Not say no one.
No,
like,
no, that's okay.
No one cares.
No, say that. That's exactly what you should say.
No one cares about Britney Griner.
That she's been in jail for 3 weeks in Russia.
No one is talking about it.
3 weeks.
She has been in prison. She's been in a Russian prison for 3 weeks, and we just found out a couple days ago.
I'm thinking she just got there.
No, 3 weeks.
No. She's been there since February. She's been there, I think, February 26th or something like that.
And no one has known.
And no one has known. And even when they still know, no one is really like, the media's not covering it. I think I just read like the what is it? The White House is, you know, looking into it, finding a safe way to bring her out. But I'm just like, dang, like it really sucks. And I feel for her, to be honest, because like if it was a white woman, like Biden, everyone, you know, do everything out of their power to, you know, to get her out.
She is in prison internationally.
For what?
But let's talk about. It don't matter what it's for.
It's a petty reason.
It's a petty reason, but I also think they lied on her because the Russian government is also known for implanting and lying.
So even to that point, right? Let's say that's the truth, and that is my thing is. This is all okay. What are y'all about to do now?
Right. What are you about to? Yeah. What's the result? What's the action?
Now it's like, are we about to set? Because I haven't heard a plan. We haven't heard nothing. The president hasn't come out and said nothing because that's international. Like that's you cannot hold someone hostage.
Was this the same place that ASAP was arrested in? I'm sorry.
That was
Switzerland. Okay.
Sweden.
That was Sweden.
Sorry.
Which was done within a week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it a week or 2 weeks?
It's about even in the span of 1 to 2 weeks.
But even if we heard about it right away, we had no idea this happened for almost a month. That means she'd been in jail with no communication. She couldn't call nobody for a month.
But this goes to black women not being protected.
I don't expect black women being protected in Russia.
Black women, she's like, and I don't know, like if I could add another layer, maybe that she's LGBTQ, like as well. Like I feel like maybe if she was like I don't know, like a straight, I don't know, like if it was like Beyonce or someone like that, like or Normani or something like that, like I feel like maybe a little bit more attention would have been, you know, brought to her. But like it's like, you know, to the point of like intersectionality. She's black. She is a basketball player. She is a part of the LGBTQ. It's like I think those are
all factors.
All kind of factors as well too. So. It's a shame, and like, what can we do?
Yeah.
What can we do? There's nothing that, right this point the public can do. And it's like, man, I pray for her and her family, dog, because that shit's rough.
That shit is stressful.
That's rough. And also too, like that is people have been calling out WNBA for not paying their players enough. Which is
did they even put out a statement? The WNBA?
They did. They said they're working on it, but obviously they're not.
Did the NBA put a statement?
So that's where my blame goes.
Oh, okay.
So my blame goes. The NBA owns. People tend to forget the NBA owns the WNBA.
Do they?
So
they didn't say nothing about it.
I don't know that, but the thing is, it's so easy for us to deflect because it's like I own something and I give you your own sector of it, right? And then if something go wrong, I get the chance to ignore it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All the light would be on you.
So
to say something.
The WNBA clearly is not paying their players enough. If one of the best players in the league feels like they have to go overseas to make enough money to survive.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. She was playing overseas?
Yes.
Yeah, she was playing in Russia.
Oh.
Because
she doesn't play in New York?
America? So she plays in America during the season time, but the WNBA players don't make a lot of money.
They don't.
So
what is not a lot of money? Like, what do you mean?
$45,000 a year. $40,000 a year.
$60,000 a year.
They're hitting thousands compared to millions.
They're making
$45,000 a year.
Why?
Okay, let's do it. Let's break it down.
Is it because you guys don't like to watch women play basketball? I'm just not interested in basketball. But like, why is it like that?
I do think that there is. I've had this conversation before where the business aspect is a factor where they don't
market.
They don't
invest.
They don't make enough money for you to invest much, right? But I wish people would understand that's not how necessarily business works, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the WNBA, there's a gold mine there of beautiful athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't sound like a misogynist when I say this. There are beautiful athletes there, right? That will get the Nike sponsorship, that will get the Adidas sponsorship, but there's just not enough attention. And it's good basketball being played because women's college sports gets a lot of attention.
100%.
You know? So I think what it is the NBA does not put enough marketing dollars in the WNBA's pocket.
Are the women playing as well as the guys?
Some better.
Like how is like I don't know, like I've never
it depends what you're looking
I
for.
really am not interested in basketball at all, so I don't watch men or women's games. But if you're watching a men's game and you're watching a women's game at that pro level, are they playing in the same kind of intensity? Is there differences with like women's versus like men in terms of the actual sport?
So even the thing is, I want to, because everybody's looking for something different. So even if you take away that point, right? I feel like the women's All-Star game isn't like as hype as the men's All-Star game, which it should be. You know what I mean?
And the All-Star game, that's where the celebrities?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Is it because like a lot of girls don't know how to play basketball?
Oh my God. No, they all know. They all know.
They know.
See our rating approval? Look, this is why you see?
They're playing on a pro level.
They could.
No. I meant like, so I'm saying, no, sorry. I meant like celebrity women. So is it like a celebrity?
Okay,
I thought celebrity like games is like when like Quavo comes and like plays.
Okay, that's a good point. It's also like, okay, so like celebrities don't support WNBA as way they should too.
Yeah, they don't.
Okay, celebrities don't support WNBA, and then like let's say if you're having like a celebrity all-star game of like the women, there's not a lot of women.
WNBA don't even have that.
Oh, okay, so that's not an all-star game.
No, so the all-star game is when the best players get together and play against each other. Okay. But like for men, All-Star Weekend is a bunch of events. There's a celebrity game, there's a rookie game, there's all this.
There's a dunk contest.
But but with the WNBA, there's not enough money put into it for certain things to happen. Even if you can't have those things, there should be community events. There should be more WNBA merchandise that can be beautiful. Like as somebody that makes clothes, I can understand. I'm like, bro, give me this. I can make this work. You know what I mean? Like there's so much that can be done that's not done because we just write it off because it's not as popular. You know?
But don't you think that I feel like this has been an issue for years, right? So who's collecting this feedback? Like, why isn't there any changes made?
Because that's not on the top of people's priority list for billionaires.
For the owners, like
no,
they're men, Daniella. They don't give a damn about women. Once again, they don't care about women, so they're not going to market or put their business or time towards women. That's just the end result of it. They don't care.
Yeah,
and this is why again, women fight for equality.
Facts. Here we are, and that is the wraparound, and that's why Britney Griner. I do 100% think if an NBA player was stuck over there,
LeBron James. No. Oh, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Niggas are marching.
We go to war.
Yeah,
100%.
That is so funny.
It's a fact.
But that is the truth.
If one of our premier athletes was stuck in Russia, I think the United States would send troops there.
Yeah.
You're right. I actually was watching I didn't realize that Michael Jordan had like a documentary on Netflix, The Last Dance or whatever. So I just started watching it recently.
Did you like it?
It's not bad actually. And it's just so interesting to see how much money is put
it's all
into,
money. Yeah.
Hey now.
Like the organized, because they talk about like organizations and, you know, I think there was like a comment that I guess got Michael mad was like, I guess they were just, I think the manager was just like, it's the organization that wins championships, not the players or something like that.
And he looked at him like, have you lost your fucking mind? Are you nuts?
But it's just so crazy to see like the hype and everything and like how much money, you know, is put into it. And then it's just interesting too, because like I remember I was obviously like, you know, I think LeBron is more of our time, our generation. And you remember when he was moving into the Heat, like CNN, like it was like the decision, you know, like all that media.
The place that should be covering the news were covering that.
That was the only thing. It was like, I remember the decision. And it was so interesting too, because just reading or watching the documentary, they did the same thing for Michael when he had to, I think it was like a team, like I think, his retirement or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was just like CNN Live, like the announcement, blah, 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 blah. So it's just,
This past All-Star weekend, they did a report that said that Cleveland, because it was in Cleveland's not a popular city, Cleveland made $100 million in 2 days, just off that weekend. So imagine what that does all year round.
It's crazy.
So America's not gonna let that money die somewhere. If LeBron James is caught overseas, bro, we're going to
everything stops.
We're going to war. We've gone to war for less money. Do you think $200-300 million? Oh no! Send them dudes over there that we pay 60 bands a year. Send the dudes we pay 60 bands a year and let them go die.
That is very correct.
That's what I mean. But that don't be the conversation.
Now Kyrie, I don't know, probably because he's not back. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Y'all. I'm kidding.
You know, Kyrie, he likes some sage or some shit. You know, your whole stuff.
Not like some sage.
God. Love you, Kyrie.
Yeah, we really do. We really do. We love him.
I'm a Laker
fan.
Has
he been playing already?
He has.
I think on and off.
He on and off. Because the thing is, even though I know we talk about the vaccine and the mask mandate have been lifted, private businesses have the right to make their decision.
Yes.
The Barclays is still, you have to be vaccinated to work there.
Wow.
Yeah. Correct. You work for the bank, but I think they're both.
Yeah, you have to be vaccinated.
No matter whether, no matter what. Regardless of what.
Oh wait, it's the same thing for I didn't realize that's the same.
It's the same
for the Barclays Center.
It's the business. Yeah, the business of the Barclays is you have to be vaccinated regardless of whatever them niggas say. That's a private decision because a private bank.
It's a private, yeah.
So when you come to see a game, you have to be
vaccinated.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Wow. That has not changed from what I believe. Oh no, or is it just employees?
I don't know.
I don't work at the center, but at the bank, like to come in, like you need to be vaccinated.
But if somebody's coming to let's say you have a visitor at your office,
external client.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I wonder. Or do you have to wear just a mask? I don't know.
Actually, I don't know.
Because that is what one of that's what's been the. Because private businesses make their own decision. That's pretty much what the mandate lifting has been. Your business, you make your decision.
Yeah.
You probably would have to show a vaccination card because like you would need to, go through security and all of that stuff. So I would assume like you would, to get in anywhere in the office, like you need to be vaccinated. Right. They're not playing like it's different in the UK versus the US. In terms of like the what private companies are doing in terms of their vaccination policies.
Interesting.
But sorry, I have a side note. Since I watched that documentary, Dennis Rodman, what's his sexuality?
He was.
Hold up. Well,
I think
this is not about to be our last episode.
I know.
Okay,
my personal view.
I don't care.
I think he is.
I googled it.
I think he's straight.
Okay.
My opinion.
I believe he is happy with himself because he married
himself.
There you go, Dro.
He married himself.
You know what?
That's how much he's happy.
Dro's trying to keep the numbers up.
But I think he really also loves
Dro's seen
women.
the numbers. He's trying to keep them up.
He was dating Karma Electra.
He had we're not going to say bitches, but he had the baddies.
You guys can say whatever you want.
But he had some of the baddest women in the 90s. He did.
He really did.
I just think he was really ahead of his time. Like, he was so in tune with himself. And just like how you said, like, he loved himself so much, and he wasn't with the shits. He did whatever he wanted to do.
You know how much you have to love yourself to marry yourself?
To marry
That's
yourself.
what I was thinking. I was just like, wow, he's just very interesting.
He was an icon. He was an icon.
I love him.
A lot of
And
people
he was
forget
nice.
He's still an icon.
Yeah, a lot of people forget that. I mean, Dennis Rodman, like,
and he was a good player.
He was nice.
That's what I'm saying.
Dennis Rodman was one of the best players ever.
You know, he was homeless.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, wow.
He came from community college and all that. Like,
yes.
Which never happens from, like, basketball.
Yeah.
Like, you never make
That's
it.
rare.
Very rare.
It was
to
so
play
crazy.
in the Bulls, the 90s Bulls.
He played on the greatest team ever.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the dynasty.
I was going to say, what happened to the Bulls now? I never heard anything about them.
They're doing all right.
They are right now.
Is there any, like, who's, like, a popular player on that team?
DeRozan.
But we not here to educate you on sports.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have shout outs? Because I always want to get it's Women's History Month.
Yes.
My mama.
Go ahead, tell us more. Or that's all you got.
That's really
Your mother's great.
Shout
I love her. I love her.
Thanks. She loves you guys.
Yes.
Shout outs to Zendaya for being just freaking awesome.
What
and,
a year,
really
right?
great
What a year.
actress.
She's also dating a white man though, but I'll let that pass. I'll let that pass.
Like,
but yeah, we love you, Zendaya. Yes. Oh wow.
Tom.
Same thing.
But shout out
still
to
white.
Zendaya. Like, I think she's had such a really incredible year.
She's
doing
Very
good.
inspiring.
Yeah.
She's. I believe she's getting into a directing bag.
Yeah, she's the executive producer for Euphoria. It was interesting though. So like, I was reading into. I think I heard a rumor that she signed a contract to be the only one that's not nude in Euphoria, and just thinking about like season 1, season 2, you haven't seen her nude in comparison to some of the other characters on the show. And I feel like there's been a lot of I guess not noise, but feedback on like how the cast felt about some of their nude scenes.
It's an amazing point.
Yeah, I guess I think the producer's name is Sam something. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know, just one for us to think. I mean, not think of or talk about, but I think how I thought about it is just like she's the most popular cast member, the main character, most popular cast member. She probably holds weight just being obviously just thinking about like her track record within acting, and then that Disney background. I feel like probably has to play a part into it. But maybe a question for you guys watching, do you think, another thing too is just like, I don't know, like maybe because I'm just so used to like Zendaya and like like her roles in the past, that I personally feel like I would feel a little bit uncomfortable seeing her like naked or anything. But just want to get your viewpoints on that, because I think that was kind of that is the for me that's the reason that's such a good point is because like that's a Black woman showing her power.
Yes.
Like, because when we get in front of these famous directors or producers, it's we just do what they say.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Zendaya being like, okay, first of all, let's not get it fucked up. I'm still Zendaya.
Exactly.
Let's not play with me. I don't have to do nothing.
Don't play with her. Okay.
Like, her saying, I don't have to do nothing.
Right.
Is so like important and powerful. And for anybody that's a Black creator, like, you need to be, and that's why I preach hard work and work yourself to a position where you can do what you want. Like, there are certain positions where it's like, let's say Daniella Rae, if somebody tell you to do something, I don't got to do nothing. I'm good with or without you. Don't get it messed up. I just did Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Hbcus.
Like, I mean, like, I just did Spider-Man. There's nothing you can like relax. I do what I want, and respectfully, I don't negotiate with the rest of the girls.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all going through, y'all want to show your titties, that's y'all business. I don't got to do that. I'm Zendaya.
Right.
Let's not pretend I'm. And something we tend to do in the the minority community is be overly humble because we're just happy because they have taught us to be happy to be here.
Exactly. Unfortunately.
Zendaya's not happy. No. I'm not happy to be here. This is my shit.
Right. She's an EP.
And I'm going to tell you, this is my shit. So I'm not showing nothing. Like I said, I'm in Marvel movies. Let's keep this pushing.
Right.
Don't speak to me a certain way. Yeah, don't play with me. I'm in Marvel movies. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm talking about that's $300 billion. Let's stop speaking to each other this way.
Right.
And that's what I appreciate that. Because I'm like 99% sure that's true. That she said, "Yo, I don't get naked. That's not for me." And like you said, you see 85 articles about the other girl saying, "I didn't want to do this," and he said it. Do you think they asking her if she said it from the beginning? Then you think you want to? Excuse me, I just told you. You don't read my contract. Why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Why are you speaking to me?
Aside from her experience, that girl can act. Like, to me. First of all, I'm big on acting because not every motherfucker can act.
At all.
I think I don't want to say she's the next Halle Berry, but Halle Berry was, to me, the last actress in the most recent years. Like, wow. Zendaya's up there type shit. So it's kind of like, aside from her past and what she did on Disney, whatever, this girl can act.
I've never been... I said Halle Berry, I would say maybe a little bit above our time, a little bit. Like she looked like, but I now me watching this girl transcend into like, I'm like excited to see what she's gonna do next.
Yeah. Like even just with modeling,
it's Malcolm. You looking at Malcolm and Marie, all the Spider-Mans, Euphoria. It's like, okay, what can you do that's gonna?
What can't you do?
Like exactly. There we go. That's what can't you do? Because like you've done every type of role.
She has a star, like even with the
24 years old.
With the little cover, magazine cover they did with all the girls.
Yeah,
I mean everyone looked beautiful on that cover, but she literally stood out, and it's like you can look at her face. She didn't need to try.
Yeah,
like. That is star quality. Yeah, not everyone has that.
No, a lot of people. No, most people don't.
Yeah, most people don't. You're absolutely right. Most people don't.
I was gonna say yes.
The stars matter.
I mean, you're with a white man still, Zendaya, but we still love you.
Yeah, he has like no lips. I'm just like,
okay, no,
okay. Do you have any more shout outs?
It's like the little lips. It's woman. Oh wait, only a woman, right? Okay.
No, you can shout out whoever you want.
I was gonna say, like, I thought I saw this video or this clip circulating was it last week or this week? I thought it was like really inspiring. This is just off the back end of Euphoria, but Fez in Woodlands.
That's crazy.
We love
Augustus Cloud and oh my.
Exactly. So there's a video.
All our non-New York listeners.
Oh yeah.
Woodland is a bar
in Brooklyn.
A legendary
bar that was closed down in Brooklyn. That's been closed down, but it's a legendary bar / restaurant in Brooklyn, New York. And the lead male, I would say the lead male. No, he probably outside of the other white dude. The second lead male actress in Euphoria was a waiter there, 2 years ago?
Probably 4 years ago.
I said 4? Oh,
3, 4 years ago.
Within
COVID time.
About 4 years ago.
COVID time 4 or 5 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Quick vote, do we want Woodland to come back?
Who?
I actually want to eat my food, so I don't want to be there. No.
I don't know.
Yeah, Woodland was lit. Because it's so funny, because I seen that video, and I'm just like,
damn,
you see him like cleaning up his...
he's just trying to do his job.
Yeah, he's trying to do his job, and girls twerking. I'm like, I definitely have a video of myself on my birthday doing like the same, like twerking on the side. But it was so inspiring. And I'm just 100%. Like, wow, like I just need to be like out in these streets so I can just get like signed.
That's what you got from that?
That's what you...
Yes. I was like, he can do it.
That's what happened. Truthfully, that's what happened.
He can do it.
He was just out on the streets.
Honestly, though, I feel like I would be a really good actress. Like, I need to be on the screen.
It's
like,
possible. He did go to acting school. Well, he went to acting school. He went to it was a performing arts school.
That Zendaya went to.
That went to, exactly.
I love that.
Exactly. But he did more of, what is it? The
extra work,
exactly.
Yes.
The production design, or you know,
versus acting. Design country, yeah.
But I'm just like, wow, that's so inspiring. Like, you never know who could be watching you.
Yes.
You never know.
For sure.
So if anyone has seen me on like my billboard and trying to reach me, it's Daniella, for life on Instagram. Just DM me and I can like.
You were on a billboard in the middle of Manhattan.
I was, for a whole month. So like, I'm pretty sure people saw my face.
They did?
And was just like, oh, she should be the next,
Yeah, but they have to see if you can act.
I can act. I act every day.
All right, so what's next, y'all? Because I'm not about to do this with your nigga.
Oh my God.
Raylan.
Sorry, girl.
She just jealous. Not everyone could be a Zendaya.
Channel your inner Zendaya, y'all. Channel it.
It's
I cannot.
It's star quality.
A general shout out. We got I don't know if this is a shout out because I be so fucking iffy about this shit like this. HBCUs have received emergency funding for $2.7 billion.
That's amazing.
Is that spread amongst all HBCUs or each one?
You asking the wrong person.
Okay, sorry.
I have absolutely no idea. I looked this up, I Googled it, and I just could not find enough information to make me comfortable enough to say what's going on, which worries me.
Did they find out who?
Is it from the government?
It's from the government. It's from Biden. Like Biden announced it.
Is it billion?
$2.7 billion. Yep.
For all of the HBCUs?
Like I said,
okay,
sorry.
Okay.
I think it's shared amongst all of them.
2.7. There are 201 HBCUs, I believe.
That's all Kamala.
I'm just a little bit.
What does that?
Can you forgive my loans, Biden? What the fuck are you doing, bro?
First of all,
sorry.
Hire a lawyer because that's what I do.
No, I mean,
I hired a lawyer.
First of all, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I should say any of this, but
Miss PWI.
I did. I mean, I did go to PWI.
We went to the same school. What's
I did go to PWI. But in retrospect, like, I wish I went to an HBCU.
I the fuck don't.
I kind of wish I went to an HBCU because all the things I'm hearing about like HBCUs right now, in terms of like the community. I mean, okay, the reason I'm saying all of this is just that I just want to understand a little bit more about like where does the funding go for HBCUs, right?
Okay.
So the government, looks like they're funding $2.7 billion. I didn't realize how much money a lot of corporate organizations put into HBCUs.
It wasn't always like this, though.
They had to be pushed.
It had to be pushed because there were certain HBCUs that had to close down because they weren't getting any funding.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
John's like, I don't care.
So I think
maybe it's not that. It's just so much here that.
No, 100%.
My thing, because like I hear, like I'm putting the example of Howard. Like Howard's like the kids.
Oh, that's a mecca. Like they're always very funding.
So it's just for me, like it's just so like I don't understand. It's like not saying like why are there all of these issues, but like if I know my company is pledging $500,000 annually to Howard, and I feel like my company is behind what JP Morgan and these other big time organizations have pledged. Like for example, like we put I think we gave 1.3 million to DSU,
right?
You know, but like. Not saying who's gatekeeping the changes and like how like what's happening with the money that's being funded into these HBCUs. I don't know. Like that's where like I'm just trying to get a little understanding about.
So I like I said, I'm not in these business boardrooms, but I've worked for a big bank for a good period of time. I've worked for two huge banks. In these departments, understand. Now I work for a major network, and I'm seeing where the money is going, and I'm seeing where the budget. Even though, of course, it's not going to show me everything because I'm not those guys.
Yeah.
But also understanding the little things that I'm watching. I have Howard basketball shorts on, right? And then go to Howard, right? You know where I got these shorts from? My girl brought them from All-Star Weekend. Why?
Wow.
Those like think about. Now you're like, where is this money going? These Howard basketball shorts came from the HBCU Classic at All-Star Weekend, where they flew the teams out, they did all that. But this probably by the time she got to the stand and gave me some shorts, they were damn near sold out. Right. You're talking about maybe $15,000 in a matter of a couple minutes. Right. Because if these are $100, these are $120 shorts, right? You started math, like, okay, cool. Like, but you look at, where's that money going?
Right.
Why does Howard last year tell us that the dorms are fucked up and that there's not enough food? And like, why is that happening? Right. Because, unfortunately, black, white, yellow, or green, the CEOs are still CEOs, and they're still dominating the money.
Absolutely.
The money ain't going the place it's supposed to go. You know what I mean? Howard is unfortunately, and all my friends that go to Howard, I'm sorry, but Howard is the the fine girl that they put for the HBCUs.
Yeah.
Howard is the cool place to go. Howard has Yard Fest. It's used to be called the black carpet of whatever.
The Mecca.
The Mecca of HBCUs.
Black Harvard.
Yeah.
So, and in reality, that's just not what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I also
But that's also networking too.
The same energy though for PWIs, because people are also stealing in the higher ranks on that side as well. It's just you guys really won't know about it because it's white folks ahead of it. So though we know presidents of HBCUs, because motherfuckers be stealing, let's just put it out there. They be taking a lot of money. The same exact shit be happening with PWIs. It's just white people ahead of it. So it's really hidden and it's way more money.
Yeah. But I just feel like I'm not saying I'm not concerned about like people stealing from PWIs, but I feel like there's how I think about HBCUs, because like you hear about, like, and I'm just thinking from like a corporate standpoint where, lack of diversity within like, senior leaders, etc. Like you have HBCUs that can build that diversity pipeline to get people on campus. There is a cost associated for building partnerships with these organizations, right? So that's where that 1.3 million into DSU is like coming in, right? But my question around is like, what is the ROI in terms of like, are they actually like with the money that we're funding actually getting our Black talent into these spaces?
I'll tell you no.
Like that, but that's the biggest. That's one of my biggest. Like,
we're not. I'll tell you the answer. No, we're not. Simple. It's as simple as it gets. No, we're not. They're doing a bunch of other shit. They're doing what they got to do for themselves. No. Yeah. There maybe a small portion of it is happening.
I want to say a small portion because when I did attend Hampton for 1 year, I was surprised at the amount of corporations that were visiting. But like I said, it's a small.
I would like to know the new building construction rate at HBCUs because that'll tell me.
Oh, someone's taking, obviously.
Right. So, my thing is the new construction building funding or budget will let me know where it's going because that's direct money. Okay, we got to build a new building. We got to build a new food center, new dorms. I know that's where we care because those are the things that matter. If I see another if they just
strike,
no, not even that. If I see you just increase the artists at Yard Fest, that's just an extra $20,000.
Right? Yeah.
If you got 2 Chainz this year and then next year you're getting
Drake,
I just know you just spent $80,000, but you got 1.3.
Yeah. So
that's like people don't. That's light. Mm-hmm. The money is in building buildings, but I know what they did. The Yard Fest was just bigger at Howard. They just had a bigger artist. That means so you spent less money.
Yeah.
You spent less money. That's all that means. You spent less money.
Well, that is a lot
when niggas not gonna fool me. I know what an artist costs as opposed to what a building costs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
want Biden to forgive my loans.
Yeah,
hire a lawyer. And
I feel like HBCUs. The business funding or the funding.
Yes,
it's a sticky one.
No, I mean it ain't. They gonna do what they gotta do. Sorry, guys.
Oh my God, should I get mine?
We're looking for Daniella's charging camera. Because Walter took his camera on wherever he's at.
That's
great. Actually, I didn't even tell niggas that niggas wasn't here. I mean, before they get upset. Oh shit.
Walter's not here this week, y'all.
Walter's not here. Derek's not here. That's all I got.
Oh, and Derek's not here.
Yeah, that's it. So here we are. But yeah, I all right, cool. Because I'm more so I feel like I've become knowledgeable about what's going on. Mm-hmm. I don't trust nothing. HBCU, NCAA, any big company, I know what it is.
Yeah. I think also a lot of people now, like these young kids, just go to HBCUs just to experience it more.
Exactly.
It's more the connection type of thing anyway.
But that's what college is for, I think.
Yeah, true. Obviously, yeah.
College is the most important thing about college is networking. You
have to be smart. I mean, like, I would, if I had to redo, like, I wouldn't mind going into an HBC, because it's like the things I know now, right? Because like if I wanted to be in like a corporate banker or whatever, and especially because like, a lot of these companies have these new D&I strategies and, that are trying to recruit heavily for HBCUs, and within their HBU partnership strategies, they probably have like 5 guaranteed spots per each school. So like but then again, like you have to be obviously kind of strategic in terms of like, this is what I want to do with the HBCU. It could be a better opportunity or to get into the door in terms of job wise because of those, spots available for that diversity, hiring or to get that talent into the door.
Right.
It probably would be easier versus like, I'm thinking about like, if I went to HBCU versus if I went to like the school I went to right now, like I'm competing, like no one is focused. I mean, like, I guess, because I feel like a lot of hiring is focused on like HBCUs. And then obviously there is diversity hiring within like the PWIs, but however, like no one is like solely focused on diversity hiring at PWIs, especially with the amount of white people. So you try to get your talent from the HBCUs, right? So like, I mean, just knowing what I know now and the focus on D&I, like I would, like, I think going to a HBCU does pay off if you're obviously kind of focused in terms of like what you want to do. I mean, in terms of like job wise, I would say post.
I'll tell you, I've said this before. Go to the school that has the most clicks, go to the school that's the most popular because that's where marketing is important.
Yeah.
In reality, I'm gonna keep it tall. I hear everything you're saying, but for some reason, the popular schools stick out on the resume, and that's just unfortunately, that's what it is. The school that the popular school sticks out on the resume. The HBCU that sticks out is Howard. Sorry, that's it. If it's anything but that, I mean,
if you for go, Howard to be called the Mecca.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, I'm lying. Sorry. Okay, because I don't know how many HBCUs are there. I'm talking about like 5
over 200.
Yeah. So I'm okay. Sorry. So I'm talking. Okay, guys. When I'm saying if I was going to a HBCU, I would go.
You go to the top 5.
I would go to the top 5.
Point.
So the top 5 is what I'm thinking about is Howard, Hampton, Morehouse, Spelman,
so
DSU. Those are the ones I would.
The ones that everybody knows. Yeah. That everybody knows of that will stick out on a resume. Listen, in reality,
107.
Sorry, I'm just
107.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is crazy. I didn't know there was 107.
So
HBCUs.
My thing is like,
wow,
you have to be strategic when number one, sending your kid to college and going to college.
You have to be very strategic.
Yeah, like if it don't stick out on the resume, you're not going. Sorry, if I'm gonna pay $55,000 a year, this better make the recruiters go, whoa, you went here? I might have went here. That's what matters. Unfortunately, it ain't about you went to this rinky. I don't want to hear the school that nobody knows about that had great education. That don't do nothing for you in the future. Sorry.
Yeah. You want to go to a school that have those like corporate partnerships, to be honest. So like the top 5, like So the ones that you hear about all the time because that's what matters. You know what I mean? It sucks that that's what matters, but it is what it is. You feel me? So that's how I feel about. I mean, I always tell people now, the knowledge I have now, my kid, that college. I mean, they be on the internet, they be on Twitter and shit. Cause let me go find them. You know what I mean? Like that's unfortunately what matters because college isn't about the education, it's about the network.
Yeah, it's really not.
It's about who you meet there, how they can help you get to the next step.
Yeah, and how the
your degree is never enough,
and the administrators could support. There is like this whole don't matter. Thought, or take Spelman for example, right? That it's hard for like a corporate or like a corporate organization to like get, I guess, Spelman students because like the level of care and investment the school administrators are for their like talents. They don't just want them to, because they think of, spell like the women as, the future senior leaders of, organizations and things. So it's hard to even, it's crazy because so like right now I'm like exploring like diversity recruiting in, in the space I'm in right now. So I'm learning a lot about HBCUs and that's where I'm like kind of sharing some of these insights. So, when you think of like the big banks and stuff, like you think it's easy to like just go on campus and like I am, for example, like, I don't know, like I'm using JP Morgan's example, but like, trust me, they do have a lot of established programs already. But like, if I am JP Morgan that wants to like, execute my D&I strategy, and I have Spelman as one of my target schools. And I, as JP Morgan, as this big old brand, just decide to go on the Spelman campus. You can't do that.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
It does not work like that at all.
That's also like protecting your... But it goes back to branding. It's protecting your brand. Spelman is a brand. It's still marketing.
It is.
You're not about to come sully my brand.
Spelman and
you
Morehouse,
can't do that.
It's a brand.
They're going to protect their brand over everything.
Okay, right. Watch y'all saying that. That brings me back to where's the money going? Because for that to be that big of a brand, JP Morgan can't go and do whatever they want. There's a lot of money going there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like JP Morgan can't talk. JP Morgan cannot talk to Spelman with less than $500,000.
So then my thing. So then, if that's the case, where
that is the case, so where's the money going, and what's the ROI, and like why aren't we having more women like in these seats?
Right.
Yeah.
That's the question.
This is where.
That's what really. That's how. That's And
that's what brings me back to where I've been saying, like, where is the money? Because these colleges are big brands. Like I said, Howard is at All-Star Weekend selling $125 shorts, and they were sold out. So what that mean? Some ain't the short. You know what I mean? Some, but here we are, right?
I know it's crazy, but
I mean, I've been saying this for months. The HBCUs, they be lying.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, if you are a student in an HBCU, I would definitely kind of, advise, because I don't know, I feel like I had this misconception of HBCUs previously, is that like, I don't know, like I always felt that like if I went to HBCU,
you wouldn't get a job.
Not necessarily get a job. That there's so much going on around kind of the student life and like, I don't know, like partying perhaps, that like I won't be as focused. That's what I thought. Cause like, I don't know, maybe because I watched too much Stomp the Yard when I was little.
All right, next subject.
Okay, sorry guys.
Because we're not doing this. Not what you're going to. One of the biggest party schools.
But Stomp the Yard, like, I don't know, like when you were little, you watched Stomp the Yard. That was my first like, introduction to like what, I don't know, like I don't have family. I'm a first generation Nigerian American, number one. So it's not like I had come from a legacy of people that went to HBCUs. Okay. I did not know.
But why did not make you want to go more? Because movies like Stomp the Yard made me want to go.
I guess
nigga, somebody died in the beginning. You crazy?
I mean, like, I didn't even like Drumline, like that for sure.
I'll give my life experience and you give yours. How about that? Okay, so because I never wanted to go to HBCU a day in my life, and I'll tell you what.
I didn't know. Same, because like for me, it just seemed a little bit more, and maybe because I didn't know. Yeah, it just seemed what I can see on like television. It just seemed very.
What, ghetto? You want to use what white people use? Ghetto?
It's not that I want to be around black people. No, sorry. I just thought that, it's not about... No,
I know.
It just seemed like it was a bit... And I feel like for me, like, I went to school for academics and...
Dog.
Stop.
No, Lord.
Okay, no. Okay, fine.
No, I love that. No. We're listening. We're listening.
I feel like everyone's experience is different, right?
For sure.
Like, I'm telling you, I'm a first generation Nigerian American. I have an older brother that's 3 years older than me. So, like, he went to Cornell, for example. Okay. Like, I didn't know anything about, like, HBCUs versus what I seen on television and stuff like that. It seemed like a really great, like, cultural experience, but I just knew, like, I guess my personality, like, and I just wasn't even too sure on like what is the career path for someone who finishes from an HBCU, where like I'm coming from, like like thankfully I have an older brother. I can see the blueprint, like, gotcha. Like, okay, like unfold. You go to the Cornell, you do like during Cornell, you have your internship at a bank or whatever. And then you get your offer, by end of junior year. So you're cruising senior year. So that was like my mentality. I'm more of like, okay, like I didn't really know that like there was diversity, recruiting or hiring, or if that was any kind of focus. Gotcha. So I was just more of like, I want to be able to make sure that I'm in an environment or a good enough university that I can be able to get a job
which is what
college.
I think, which is what everybody cares about. That. That's not. Yeah. I think this is from my experience, because even to this day, I think HBCUs are so important, but I never want to go to one, and I'll tell you why. I think that so if you track my lifestyle, okay, I'm in Brooklyn. I was a kid in Flatbush watching Boy Meets World and all this other shit just because like I never seen nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. As a young child, as a young kid, Boy Meets World, all the white shows, One Tree Hill. I'm like, oh shit, college.
Yeah, that was really sick of you. But go on.
Oh wow, I'm unbelievable.
White shows.
But college looked cool.
Judging.
Like college looked crazy cool. Then I move out here. And then now everybody going to college. Like that's the thing. Like everybody goes to college when you move to Long Island. Okay, cool. I want to go to the college everybody having a grand old time at. They don't feature HBCUs on television.
Yeah. And they didn't talk about it in high school either. Let's talk about that.
Because they usually always go.
They never spoke about it.
My parents,
our guidance counselors never mentioned HBCUs.
My parents are immigrants.
I don't know if I can.
Bing.
Yeah.
My parents are immigrants. They went to city college. They went to school here because they need their degrees to provide. So I was like, oh, bro, I only see the colleges I see on TV. I want to go there. I don't want to go. I don't know what's going on over here and this and that. So I choose that. But it also did help me really like love my blackness because you start to see a bunch of bullshit. When you start to understand yourself, I was like, oh, bro, this is not all right. Like you start to see, you experience racism when nobody can defend you. You got to do it on your own.
Yeah,
so that's why I appreciate not an HBCU might not let me understand how to deal with certain things in the workplace because no matter how you feel, no matter what you do, when you do hit this big bank, when you do get this big job, you're still dealing with that white man.
But you know what's so funny? When I attended Hampton for 1 year, in my communications course, we had this big debate about how, well, basically the whole debate was based on PWIs versus HBCUs. And of course, with me being a transfer, already having my associates.
Right.
And me coming from New York, obviously everyone that would have mostly attend PWIs, there was this whole conversation, mind you, everyone had to be from either Atlanta, from Tennessee, like just from down south. A lot of their views were a lot of Black people that attended PWIs felt like, okay, well, y'all don't give a fuck about HBCUs because y'all feel like, one, y'all can't get a job coming out of HBCUs, which is true. A lot of people, which I've heard and seen people explain their stories of why they attended PWIs. They felt like, honestly, if you go to HBCU, you won't get a good job. So that was one of the first things. And then second things was you not being, well, I guess that's the only thing, basically, making connections and getting to know. But then also people feel like you're not being, if you enter the workplace, then you won't know how to be well-rounded with every type of race. So you feel like, if I go to an HBCU, I'm gonna only be around Black people, and that's just not true. They teach you how to be well-rounded with everybody. But the thing is, you will only experience that if you attended an HBCU. So there was this whole perception of, well, even a lot of people's parents said, don't go to HBCU because you're going to be only around Black people. So it's like, that's not how the workforce is. That's not real life. Gotcha. But the thing is that there are a lot of people that attended HBCUs who are in workplaces that are well-rounded with everybody.
Which, like I said, me knowing that and having, an HBCU might have made me protect my Blackness a little bit more, and maybe, you know what I mean? That's the PWI taught me how to navigate, but the HBCU might have taught me how to protect it.
Right.
And those are two different things.
Right.
You're dealing with it as opposed to stopping it in its tracks.
Right.
But I do see both sides. There is a side where, in reality, we talk about getting new jobs every fucking day. Yeah. I will tell you tomorrow, I am not where I am. I am not where I'm at if I didn't have certain knowledge.
Right. Quit your job.
Being around. Listen, I tell y'all all the time, do not stay at that stupid ass job.
Right.
Change jobs every 1 to 2 years because they pay.
Yeah.
And listen, if I could really divulge the numbers, y'all be like, really? I'll be like, bro, you have no idea what I'm doing as opposed to what I was doing 2 years ago. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because I took the risk. Because I decided, yo, bro, this big company is paying me because they think I'm worth this.
Yeah.
But another company sees his resume and they're like, oh shit, you did what here?
Right.
Let me give you $30,000 more, and then another 30.
Yeah.
If you do the math, $90,000 in 24 months of just an increase as opposed to what I may have been. Listen, man.
Right.
It don't make no, so you gotta bet on yourself in these circumstances. I tell people all the time, once you got your degree and you're confident in your resume, you can do anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can't do. You know what I mean? So that is where HBCUs getting fake funding took us.
Not fake funding, child.
I was gonna say, like, I just feel like, you know, like there's pros and cons with every place.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere. To be honest, and like there is like I feel like HBCUs teach things that PWIs cannot. You know what I'm saying?
There's not even a debate there.
Like I've seen like. Yeah, I mean, I'm just coming off of kind of experience as well too. So like,
it's also about culture
how,
too.
Like, it's a culture. It's just like because I think of it too. Like this misconception is that like, you know, to your point too, is that like that HBCUs don't like, you know, train you to you know
to be well rounded with everybody.
Yeah, but I heard that hypothesis is actually incorrect. Yeah. That they do a lot of career development, they do work and stuff like that. That's why they're so protective amongst their students. That's why JP Morgan can't just come in and say, I want, you know, your top 10 students.
I mean, okay.
Like my communications course, I want to say had to be the most like strategic, critical, crucial course I've ever taken in my life. Still to this day. And mind you, I got 3 degrees. So that course was so like they had me actually standing in front of the class to talk to professors and students of actually like writing, like literally how to present myself, like how to like I'm honestly, I kept all the books. I'm so thankful for that 1 year being at Hampton because it has taught me to really speak like my presentation and how I speak to people, like that one course in itself has taught me so much. Like I have never got that from any of the other schools I attended.
I was gonna say,
ever.
Because
they were hard on me.
Exactly.
Like my first test, I failed. Bro.
I was gonna say,
I was like, off of speaking, they were like, you're speaking too fast.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but I'm from New York, like.
And that's something that we're like, what you call it? That we are people. I think. Our organizations are recognizing that there is a lot of career development and stuff that, you know, that as an HBCU, obviously you're invested in your Black talent. They want, you know, your Black talent to, you know, grow and, you know, be a part of, and really kind of showcase their, you know, their skill sets in these, you know, roles and, you know, organization like opportunities. So there's a level of, you know, learning and like career development and support that you don't get in the PWI. So like when I think about for me, like I remember like in college, like, cause I knew, thankfully, like I said, I mentioned before, like, my brother went to Cornell. He laid like the blueprint in terms of like what I potentially needed to do in order to land a job. And I was very focused in terms of making sure that I had my postgraduate job by my senior year. Because I did not want, like, I think for me, my biggest fear was just like after graduation, you know, when you have your party, your graduation party, and your family is just like, oh, so where are you working? And I did not want to not have an answer. You know what I'm saying? So like,
that's crazy because I thank God that I didn't have one.
Oh, you talk about it. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Like literally, like if it was not for me not having an answer, I would not be where I'm at today.
Okay. Talk about it
because God put me in a position where I tried a bunch of different things, and you know, I didn't try a bunch of different things. I ended up finding one path and getting my foot in the door and realizing, okay, if I work a lot and push myself, like I'm gonna get to where I need to go. And like, if it wasn't for uncertainty after graduation, there's no way I would be a mid-level executive at a major network because I didn't go to school for this.
But that's like also divine timing for you.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say
in your path.
Yeah, I mean, I never doubted what it was going to happen, no matter you, because your parents never understand what you do.
Right,
like even to this day, my mom probably don't know what I do for a living, but like they may not get it, they don't understand.
Right,
but
do you feel like
do
you feel like for you? How can I put this? Do you feel like for you of being so, I don't want to say structured, but structured, being so structured and planned that it's affecting your personal life, like your love life or your relationship? Do you feel like everything has to be so like, okay, this has to be by this time? No?
I don't think that is affecting my life. I feel like for me, like for example, like I guess the point I was trying to make too. So like, like you would think that like every single plan that I had like went into fruition, but that's not really the case for me. Like I mean, thankfully I was able to get, a job right after school, but it wasn't like just because to my point too, it's just like you think it's a PWI that it's like white. It's like we went to Binghamton, for example, like the number one public.
Let's bleep that also.
The one public.
I could go there for
the what is it? Number one like top public university in New York, right? So you think like all of the top organizations came to campus to recruit, but that wasn't even the case for me. Like I literally like my grad program that I entered or whatever, like I proactively had to kind of seek out that opportunity. But I think that was after like, like interviewing a lot and not getting what I wanted or whatnot. But like, I mean, I am grateful for that structure, I would say too. Because I feel that like,
You're
and
grateful.
I think,
does it affect your day-to-day though? Like Ray said, does it affect your personal life? Does it force you to feel like you're in a box in terms of you have to do certain things a certain way?
I don't think so, because I feel like I always did what I wanted to do.
It's not about what. I don't think it's about
not what you wanted to do, but the time of you trusting the time.
Yeah, there we go.
Like if certain things didn't go your way for that time period, is it okay? Do you trust in that divine timing to know, okay, well, it'll come when it comes, type of thing?
Yeah, I feel like you always have to trust in divine timing. I feel like another thing too is that what I try not to do is everyone's path is different.
For sure.
Everyone's journey is different.
100%.
So I'm all into divine timing. I think when like one door opens, there's always a reason behind something. As long as you're putting, your full effort, into it, like it's all about kind of divine timing and to, John's point, knowing when to leave and like when to, take the risk too. But like,
how do you guys feel about like, I guess it's a good conversation to segue into, how do you guys feel about like the concept of effort, right?
Okay. Like if I put this amount of effort into it,
because
you have to be strategic.
Walter said something interesting.
I remember it was like 2-3 episodes ago.
2-3 episodes ago, Walter goes,
"I can do everything," and then
he's out. The first sentence was I'm sure Walter don't listen this deep in, but I'll tell him I said it. He said, "I don't necessarily believe in that hard work shit." Well, we have had these conversations in private too, where he said, it's not about working hard, it's about working smarter.
Oh God, I'm getting so tired of that fucking quote, bro.
And I mean, that's also my sense.
It's true. Two things could be true, type of thing.
Right. Exactly. So, when he said that, naturally, it's like, what are you talking about? But me, I live and die by the concept of work hard to get what you want,
because it means something in the end.
And also, like, you have to put work behind your prayers. That's how I feel. Yeah. If I pray for something, if I don't do nothing about it,
then nothing's happening. You can't expect anything to come your way.
You know what I mean? And sometimes, like, because I feel like, not me, but in a general sense, you can make things look easy. This comes out at 9 a.m. on Friday. You don't know what I had to do Thursday night.
Right.
You don't know how long I had to work Thursday night. You don't know what the editing took. You have no idea, but it looks easy because everything's on point that morning. So sometimes you have to push yourself in a position to understand that effort isn't only just oh man, I'm grinding. You're not fucking breaking rocks. It's being on time, being efficient, constant communication, because sometimes people, I don't want to talk to everybody all the time, that's work to people.
I was going to say add to, I think what you're saying is 100% correct. I feel like people need to focus on, as you progress, like you need to also focus on your personal development.
For sure.
Because like that whole time management, like work, it's going to, if you don't focus on your personal development, especially as you progress in your career, like the work isn't going to stop. It's only going to get harder
and worse
and more, and it feels like there's not enough time in your day. So that's when your personal development kind of kicks in on like how can you kind of manage that so you're not always overwhelmed and always like handling kind of fire drills all the time. So the whole concept of I work like work smarter, not harder. Like you have to work hard. Like you have to work. You have to work
hard to get to the smarter part.
Yeah, you have.
My stylist say that a lot.
You have to work harder to free up time
to work smart.
Yeah, exactly.
That
1,000%.
Because you can't just skip that.
You can't skip
or else
that stage.
everything is gonna fall through the cracks, and like that's where you're gonna realize that there's so many gaps. Like,
and it's so crazy, right? Because we're all in our own world in a creative. We're all creatives. Mm-hmm. But I wish people really understood what what it meant to like
get
when
to
everybody
the point where you're
not
at
even
right
that
now.
When everybody goes home, to understand what the creative goes through.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I don't ever judge anybody's creative journey because it's yours. But I wish if we could switch bodies from when everybody gets to go home and just switch bodies with me and understand what it takes to do this on a weekly basis. And to like, I was talking to, shout out to Tyler, you know, we love you, we miss you. I was talking to Tyler the other day. I said, bro, I don't care for any type of credit. Leave me alone. But I said, if y'all really sat down and redid my summer, not my summer, from my May to October, no one can do that.
Yeah.
And I said, like, from 2 parties, a tournament, and so, bro, y'all have no idea what that does, but it's an expectation, and you have to embrace it because that's
a part of you.
But that's what but as a creative, that's what you sign up for.
Of course,
especially if it's your own.
Yeah,
I feel like
you sign up for that. You can't complain. That's what I want. This is what I live for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You live for this.
Yeah, but I feel like you it's like if it's not there, because I feel like if they're not aligned with your vision in terms of what you're trying to do, like I feel like that, you know,
you'll never get that all the way.
You know what I'm saying? Like for things to work, people need to be like they have to be aligned in your execution, your vision. They need to understand that. And like as an owner, like I mean, like I feel what you're saying, because like no one knows how hard you like hustle. Like you do it on like for order to you to reap the results. Like no one knows how much like, you know, effort someone puts in to reap whatever results. But like, I mean, like I get your point. I mean, I do understand your point, you know, as being someone like I just kind of thinking about like when I used to like bodybuild and work and, you know, have a business at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's wild. Like you would never know like how much actual work and effort I put into like.
You could only tell me what I saw. I was like, oh my God,
girl.
It's crazy.
But I mean, listen, and this is the episode I'm like, I want to have these type of conversations because it's tough for women, right? And they're in
a male dominated world.
In a male dominated world,
sucks.
For you guys to have to be the bosses, for you guys to have to handle it on your own. I may complain in private on myself, but like imagine what y'all are going through.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like for instance, like you know, I like photography and videography, all that other shit, and you know, and it was a hobby, but like I never took the time to actually stop and think, damn, like it's hard for me today, but how much harder is it for a woman photographer, like someone of, you know, white, black, Spanish, whatever, like
nasty ass men.
So I'm like, damn, it never hit me until like probably like 2-3 weeks ago, and I'm like, damn, bro, like in a whole, I guess you could say, career system where it's mainly all male dominated, how much harder it is to be a creator as a woman.
I love that you said that, and I love that you were able to be honest and transparent, to place yourself, to think about mentally.
Because I mean, younger me, I would have never thought about that, but I'm like, damn, bro, like it's
because men don't do that,
right?
And I'm so glad that you said that, and that you actually did that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
because if you think about it, for men,
it's hard as shit. It's
not even just hard; it's scary.
100%.
You know,
because it's a scary ass world.
It's a scary ass world.
Dark ass thoughts and, you know, intentions and shit. But it's just like, damn, bro, like, I'm 28. I started shooting at 24, 23. But, like, there's probably, you know, a teenage girl, 18, 17, that just wants to start shooting photography and stuff like that. Maybe
where did she start?
And where she started.
Who did she talk to?
And I'm like, damn, like
you can't trust the men because niggas are disgusting.
It's tough as shit.
But that's why I always feel like as people, I mean, I feel like, we're older now. Mm-hmm. We, have all these experiences, know how to navigate. Mm-hmm. I always feel like it's very important to give back, like help. 100%. You know what I'm saying? So 100%. It's just like, even right now, like I'm like helping like my sister's friends, like just I'm all about way. Like giving back. Cause I literally feel like, thankfully I have my brother as a blueprint, but at the same time, like I had to figure it out. Like just even at being where like none of my friends were doing what I wanted to do, like in terms of like, career paths and stuff like that. Like I used to remember, like I literally would like be in the career development center speaking to my, career counselor or whatever, and like spend the weekend working on my resume, just knowing about the struggles and how I had to kind of navigate it myself. I always try to make it a point to, to kind of obviously kind of give back that knowledge, help someone else, kind of help them navigate. Exactly. And like, even just thinking about like, obviously I work, at the bank or whatever. And like, I'm very involved. I'm on the leadership team with our Black professional,
go ahead, girl. Here.
Yeah. So it's just more about like, cause another thing, a gap is like, once you get like these Black, individuals from like a HBCU, just bringing the HBCUs back in, right? A lot of them leave because they don't have support.
Yes.
To navigate like this, corporate America or like, or the role. They don't have that network. Because a lot of these like corporations, like their first target schools are, their Ivies, right? So your Ivies where, everyone like
white.
VP level and above is white, right? Mm-hmm. Like if you like are not from an Ivy League, don't have that network, like how are you supposed to succeed?
To stand out and succeed.
How are you supposed to succeed? Like, and especially like in the workplace, like you're dealing with like, being Black. And I feel like just being Black is hard enough. Being Black is, I honestly, like, obviously the focus is on like Black people, but Hispanics are even, I mean, in terms of like the numbers are worse than Blacks, to be honest. Like the percentages of Hispanics in the actual like corporate, like I'm thinking about corporate banking right now, is just, it's horrible, to be honest. So it's just like, how do we like educate, help our younger generation navigate?
I mean, all you could do is talk, but I wish I had the money to fix it. But guess what?
I don't think money can fix it. Money don't fix it. People just don't care.
I think it's
You can start shooting these men. I'm kidding.
No, give me. Go there. Say it again.
I'm kidding, y'all.
Go ahead.
We can start by rolling up in these buildings, and shooting the white men.
So listen. Right?
I'm kidding. My views do not reflect imaginary players.
No, Ray, it's okay. We're gonna put you, zoom in on you, all that other stupid shit that we be doing. Okay, listen. Let's have some fun, right? I want to hear about y'all personal lives.
Oh Lord, this nigga always want to hear about my personal life. Nigga, I'm working and sleeping.
What are we talking about now?
I just told you your personal life. Look at the fuck.
Okay, so what was one of the?
No, so I have a question, right? How do y'all? Okay, no, you know what? Because I saw a other podcast about this, and I don't know, like, if other podcasts, because you get the relationship podcast that asks the stupid questions like, okay, cool, the normal questions. I feel like I have not heard this, and if y'all have heard this asked to y'all, please. Okay. Read me, and then maybe I don't do well enough for the podcast.
Okay.
What are y'all compromises? Now, think about this.
There are none. No, I'm kidding. Okay. I'm kidding. Let me not be immature.
What are your compromises in a relationship? As navigating as a 20-plus-year-old woman in New York City that has your own, what are you compromising for? That you're like, okay, I'm going to deal with this.
Give me one of yours first.
As a man?
Yeah.
My compromises as a man in a relationship. Shit. I mean, we live in a misogynistic world, so do I have to compromise for real?
Talk about it, King.
I'm thinking, honestly, what do I really like?
You get everything. Everything's handed to you.
Okay. But I don't gotta make money for real like that.
Really?
So I gotta make what they don't do nothing.
Why? Because he make all the money. I know that's right.
All right, here we go. See?
I'm like, does that really like? Do you? If she don't make money, like, so okay, so like
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, she don't gotta like.
If she doesn't have a job, doesn't want to work, how do you feel about that?
No, two different. Those are
That's
completely different things. If you do not want to work, no, I don't. I'm not attracted to lack of ambition. Like if you are working towards your goal and you bless you. If you're working towards your goal and nothing is happening, I will 100% support you.
Yeah.
Because I just happen to be blessed and my goals are hitting where they're supposed to. But I'll never leave a girl for that. Yeah. But if you just run around here talking about I don't want to work because I think I'm okay, well you're never going to hear from me again. Right. I don't believe in that. That's nuts.
What about you? What's one of your compromises?
She has to have goals and she has to have more say attainable goals, and if anything, past that.
She gotta make a lot in the brothel. You heard? Shut up. You heard?
As in the aspect, as in like, you know, what you really want to do in life, and how can I help us achieve and elevate each other,
right? Because
in the aspect of if we're together and you know you'd finish for school and then like, all right, you got your degree, now what?
Right. Now what?
Like,
what after
what else do you want to do? Like, I'll put up money, or I don't know. I'll kill myself to help you elevate yourself, and I'm assuming you.
That's love, nigga.
Like all jokes aside, I would say like, you know, I'm gonna take the risk and you know, you did 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, you got your MBA, whatever. What else do you want to do?
So okay, let's have some fun, right? You know, because we made it easy. So like. Let's say, okay, you're dating a guy. He's I don't know, aspiring musician. I don't want to say rapper because it's racist because all black guys want to rap. Oh, so you got dating an aspiring musician. You leave him. Right? Because
why do I leave him?
Because you don't want to do all that stupid shit and the nigga banging on the crib all night and it's stupid. He rapping.
I think I feel like it depends. Like I feel like. For women, I think I'm going to speak for myself, right? So I'm going to speak for myself, guys. But yeah, I just feel like I like what he said, but I just feel like it's you can be a musician. Like I have to believe in your potential. I have to see actions. Like you're actually like I'm not gonna leave you because you want to pursue. Does he suck? What's the case? Is he a good musician or?
I mean, music is relative, right? So you never really know. So it's like okay.
I think it's potential drive. I think drive and potential.
Yeah.
Drive, ambition.
That is true.
Potential could lead you to hell.
Potential. No. So I feel like I am learning. I mean, not learning, but like things that I am focused on in terms of like relationships and building with someone is like I'm 28. Like I have like in terms of like job wise, I feel like I'm doing pretty
straight. You're cool.
I am pretty good. Like I'm pretty good. Like. If I want to have a baby right now, I feel like I could have a baby by myself, potentially.
Hold on, wait a minute.
You know what I'm saying? So I think like for me, it's more about like the compromise is like, okay, you can be whatever, but you must have drive and ambition and want to make something out of yourself.
You'll take care of an aspiring musician.
What do you mean take care of?
Okay, so cool. So let's stay right there. Let's say, he believes in his music, and let's even go with the fact that you think it's good. You think
shade.
But
I'm saying like if you know.
But does she think it's good as in because she loves him, or it's actually
really fuck with
it? Because love will blind you, bro.
Love will blind you.
For sure.
Love will legit blind you.
110%. So it's like, all right. You love this man. He treats you great. He does what he can. He treats you great. But for some reason,
if he treat me great thing, that's a big one.
No, but the definition of that in this day and age now changes as you develop more personally, right? So like if I'm not me, let's say I guess maybe this would be more a question for Ray. If Ray's now making $125,000 a year, and her treatment of herself personally is a little bit different now because the money's better.
Yeah,
the money's better now, so I treat myself personally a little bit better. It ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't.
It's not have to. I don't feel like it has to be like material. Like I don't know. Like
but it's not.
I feel like
listen, it's not even material. It's like
nothing materialistic.
She can now. her personal thing is, okay, I like salmon now every Wednesday, as opposed to a chicken sandwich. Yeah. That's not necessarily.
I'm still eat both though.
Right. It's not necessarily personal. It's like, okay, I am now just in the space where I can get that salmon every fucking Wednesday without an issue.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, if I can do this for me personally, and then like when it comes to our lives aligning, that don't align with what we're doing. Does that?
So why can't I just get my like? I don't know. Like
why can't you get your salmon on your own? Right? Cool.
Yeah. Like
but that it depends. My question then goes is the ideology of the man, like kind of being a man. I mean, or is like
I feel like
type of man do you prefer?
Like,
do you prefer the submissive man? Do you prefer?
It depends. I feel like it depends for. I mean, I guess to each his own. Each woman's
her. Look at Ray's face. She's like, oh my god, it came out of salmon.
I personally feel like if I'm making like, let's say $100K or whatever, like I'm making $100K, and I can afford. I could afford a like once a week at Ruth Chris or Del Frisco's or whatnot. Cool. But like,
okay.
Or Oceana.
Oh God. Here we go.
And if I can afford that, okay, that's fine. But I mean, like, I just feel like as my significant other, like, you don't have to. I mean, I'm saying like you don't have to have a lot of money, but like you have to have drive. Just knowing that, like, in the future, like everything that you're doing right now will get you there. If I'm there before you right now, okay, that's fine. But I think the biggest thing about it is like I would support you. Like if you are treating me right, like if you are showing me love through like actions, like let's say if like I don't mind like buying a steak and we can share or whatnot, but are you helping with the dishes? Are you giving me a back massage like after like
showing the
I don't know, like my love language, I think it's to each its own about their own personal love languages as well. My love language is acts of service.
It's act of service. Mine out of all the 5.
Yes, mine is act of service. So like I appreciate like the little things like the little things that help make my life easier. Because like if I'm in a high stressful job, because I feel like the more money you make, to be honest,
it's more
especially
stress.
In corporate, like the more stress, the more responsibilities you have.
100%.
Right. If I am hustling to do, or for my 100K,
you did a broke dude that rubs your back.
I mean, like if that's what I need, like.
Well, okay,
so my thing is this, right?
I also believe that that you like from hearing what you said, with the drive, you don't want to stay stagnant.
Right.
That's the problem.
You want to continue to grow.
You want 100%. To continue
as you should, because
like
I feel like if you stay stagnant, it's just. Are you confined with this? Happening? Are you fine with your life for the rest of your life being exactly in that same position?
Right. And I know people like that.
And the thing
it's
is,
kind of like
people, like the thing is, like I just where I'm like a bit kind of like I just want to hear from like guys' perspective, to be honest, because like
about compromises or just
kind of just general. Like I just feel like if your girl is, I mean, like, so if you're dating a woman, you love her or whatever, and like she might be in a better financial position. Maybe she's, has her career job and you're kind of like got
her shit together.
Yeah, she has her shit together more than you do.
So
what does that do for you as a man? Does that make you want to work harder to get where, where she is or even be better? Or is it more of a not of a turnoff, but more of a like
ego killer.
It's just kind of an ego killer for you. Like you just don't feel like you could ever get there.
That's also insecurity.
Trying.
Younger me would be.
And how old is younger you?
I'm talking about 21, 22.
Okay, so when does that 28. Stop? Like 25, 26?
No, that ended.
No, it depends. It depends
23
for him.
For me, because I realize it's petty thinking. Truthfully,
it's insecurity.
It's 100% insecurity,
but it's also growth. So I wouldn't. Would we still call it insecurity when it's a need for growth to happen? Because that's still young. In a way,
it is still young because you're
a baby.
You're still a baby, 100%.
When is a guy not a baby? Like, okay, so like I always hear like, it's young, like he's young. I
believe after 25.
After 25,
I believe after 25 is a considerable amount of age where you're considered.
Think about yourself.
Older person.
Think about yourself at 23 to 25.
Yes.
I always say this.
I know, because the thing is, like, I can't, like, when I was 23, 24, 25, I was working. Like, I was very ambitious.
Stop. Think about outside of work.
Yes.
like
your actions.
your mindset.
Yeah,
your
let's
actions.
forget about work.
Yeah, forget work or anything. Your actions, the way you
What
dealt
were you
with
thinking
people,
about?
the way you handled people. At 23 to 25, it's a completely different thing. Like I look at myself like, okay, think about like my temper may have been a lot hotter at 23 as opposed to this to 25.
Exactly.
Shit, mine
Just
was.
like,
Way different.
you know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is my temper might have been a lot different from at 23 as opposed to 25 because that's just my age.
Of course.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's different. Like you got to look at it from a completely different standpoint. Danielle went to the bathroom, so we're not gonna talk about her job no more.
But I
want to hear some nonsense.
But I just wanted to say also to go back to what you were saying, just about like how you are. So like we spoke about her with her relationships and how she was with her job, right? And what she views as her compromise.
Gotcha.
I feel like for me personally, I would, the dream man that I want, the dream guy that I want, I want him to be the head of a household that we build together.
Gotcha.
That's just my personal view.
Nice.
Okay.
I want him to be the head of the household, but the thing is, I want him to be strong enough to be able to handle that household, right? But the thing is also being transparent, which is also something people don't do. I want to be ready for that man as well. And if I have to be very honest with myself right now in this point, in this stage of my life, I am not ready for my dream man.
And that's the first time I've ever heard something like that.
Right. Yeah, so it's like for me, and me and my mom talk about this all the time. Like I of course, every single day, like with whatever's going on with me, I want to be as honest and real with myself. And the man that I want, the man of my dreams, I'm not ready for.
I feel you.
Financially, mentally, emotionally. I'm at a point in my life where mentally and emotionally, I'm not ready to give what I want to give
I feel you on that
in that relationship.
Like,
and even financially. Financially for me, I want to make 6 figures one day, 6 figures. So, I can make half of what he make. Hey, but it's also me being it's also me being transparent with myself because
you're not ready for that.
I'm not ready for that, and I don't want to even not even waste time, but hurt someone else in the middle of that, or even be mixed or me mixing around with the wrong man just for the simple fact of, well, we just here for now. Exactly. But then I also, of course, me and my mom had this conversation. So she asked me the question like, okay, well, what if someone was to come right now? Because you can't control that time.
Of course.
If someone was to come right now.
Yeah, you could just walk down the street. You never know.
Right. You never know. And to me, I feel like, okay, I'm not ready, like how I just said, we can always, of course, start this friendship, like how we spoke on prior episodes. That's what I want to do anyway. So it would maybe, because sometimes, I don't know if y'all believe this, but I do believe that, say you're in a certain point or stage in your life where you are not mature in a certain whatever. Yeah. The person that you may end up with can help you excel to that point.
100%.
I think they should.
They should. But then you know what? Some people may feel like, which I thought this too when I was younger, not even that we teach them, but I felt this at one point where it's just like, you can't be with somebody successfully when you're not together. And it took kind of like experience and me viewing other people's relationships to realize, in a way, you don't need to be 100% together to be with somebody. Because sometimes those people are used to help you excel and get to a better place in your life.
I tell people all the time, man, you see success before certain things, see success after. This has been the most successful year of my life. And I attribute it to my lady, man. She did. No one knows what she's been through in terms of supporting me, in terms of what I've been going through. And you see the success and you see the bread and you see the podcast coming back. But, without her having been here through the parties and the tournament and never missing a moment and being the first, like, you got to understand, like, she's the first person in the door for both parties.
Right.
She's the first, she's the first sitting there, what we need. You know what I mean? All her friends is there first.
Right.
So it's different. Like, you got to understand certain things. Like, support don't only mean fun. I don't ever need her. we have a falling out. She's good for life because of what she did for me in this last year. You understand?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna make sure I'm straight. I know we talked about a lot. Her ambition. Actually, none of that matters to me ever again.
Yeah.
I seen her.
Just the loyalty to you.
I seen her be there when I was down.
Right.
Not when I was down financially, when I was down mentally. You feel me?
Gotcha.
Like, I seen her there when I was struggling, and I mean, I'm not sleeping at night, and I'm not being able to deal with things. I can't tell my friends view me a certain way, so I can't tell my friends that.
Right.
You know, I run a business, so I can't tell the niggas I'm doing a business with. I can't look weak. That's how my mind works. I can't look weak, so I got to keep going. But you don't know what it is, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You know, her paying for her dinner once in a blue moon, I don't need it.
Right.
But her doing that just because she's thinking like, oh, you know, I don't know what you know what you have to pay for this week because I see what you're going through.
Right.
So you got to understand, the girl being supportive ain't about being there all the time. It's about, let me just be thoughtful. Well, for me, at least for me, I can only speak for myself. Just being thoughtful. Now, bro, whatever we got going on, all the fruit, the benefits that I'm seeing from what I've done now, she gonna get all of that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, John, like, I feel like you like that's great that obviously like she's there for you, but I feel like you probably did the same for her as well. Like it has.
But I don't see it like that. Like I don't see it like I don't see.
But I feel like your actions, like how you treat her. Like I feel like
no, but the thing is, as men, that's the thing, because I think
it's two different places.
So the thing with men, I think sometimes we get used to the bare minimum type shit. Like that's my job. I'm supposed to make her feel safe. I'm supposed to make her feel loved and appreciated. Yeah. Cool. I'm not saying that's not what she's supposed to do for me, but you know, she that was the thing.
Like she's a backbone. Does that make sense?
And
she's a backbone.
When you're dating somebody, especially in the early stage, that's not usually how it goes.
No,
it's still. I'm still trying to get
to know you.
Right. Yeah. Get to know you to be able for you, because women have gone through a lot. So trust is not the same when you get in a woman.
It's a different day.
100%.
When you're in a space when you want a woman to trust you. Mm-hmm. But nah, everything I accomplished in this last year and a half, she never leave my side. Mm-hmm. She was every bit a part of it and wanted no credit. You feel me? It's a different type of mentality for that. Of course I did but I know who I am. I'm always gonna be that person. Say, I'm there for you. I'm there for you. That's my every day. I don't care. Yeah. Like that don't mean nothing to me. To me, for me to do good for anybody on this planet, that's who John is. So it don't matter. When you find that out about somebody, you gotta appreciate it. And that's how
it's not out there a lot.
Like if I find out that you are there for me in a certain situation, okay, cool. Like I want to appreciate you way more, especially if I didn't know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like if I didn't know something about Rae and we was friends before, and then she does something for me that elevates that, oh my God, my appreciation for Rae goes up. Yeah. That's just what it is. That's natural human behavior. And that's the thing. Unfortunately, we would get used to a certain friend that does everything. So then you're like, oh, well, it's normal. Mm-hmm. But yeah, bro, that's what I tell people all the time, bro. That's what development is in a relationship. Oh, wow.
And also your relationship to yourself too, and how you treat yourself.
Facts.
Because however you treat yourself is what you're going to expect and get.
True. I'm just like, I just feel like sometimes guys just don't be putting too much. I don't know. I feel like sometimes guys.
Do you think you date guys that don't put enough effort in? Like, tell me about a date where, let's say a second date where you're like, oh man, like, shit, like, why did I come on this date?
Like the first bad date?
I wouldn't say like that. I feel like the first 2 dates, I feel like they usually put
first 2 dates have been good for you.
Yeah, I don't think I've been on
in your life.
I don't think I've been a bad. Like I feel like they put an effort for that.
Oh, y'all have not had bad dates.
Say a bad, but
a bad first or second date.
I would say boring, not a bad. Just like a boring first date.
Boring. Like I would have more boring than bad.
Like I don't know. Like what's bad? Like what's a bad? Like it's what's a bad?
Like, I don't know.
Like a bad experience. Like was something said wrong to you? Was something like
let's have some fun. Like what he did.
What he did.
He picked his nose. He thought the waitress ass was fat. Like he texted
her. No, I never had that. No, I remember I went on a date one time with like this vegan guy, but he took me to like this really nice vegan like restaurant, like pizza spot. But I just didn't like it. I don't know, like we didn't vibe. But I mean, it was okay. It was a nice spot.
Wait, you ate it?
It was nasty. Like,
Okay,
it was so nasty.
I don't know if you can. Can we say? Can she say vegan food
disgusting.
is nasty?
I don't know.
Okay,
bro.
can you say
PR.
disgusting? Somebody tell me.
I
I got
some
hire
vegan
HR.
places are good.
We need an HR person.
I got to hire HR. Wait, what? The vegan food is disgusting?
Yeah, the vegan. It was nasty, and I had to lie. It was so horrible.
It wasn't appetizing.
It was not. It was gross. It was like some. I don't
know.
know.
Did you like hang out with him after?
No.
Because he's vegan.
You know, it was like one of those experiences where I realized that, okay, like,
this is not
like, I don't think
okay.
I could be compatible with it.
Gotcha.
I don't think so. He was vegan and he didn't drink or anything like that too. So,
So why didn't you feel like you could be honest with him?
Oh, my bad.
John.
No,
Why
my bad.
didn't you feel like you could be
I
honest with him?
He's a loser.
I didn't feel like I need to. I
need
owed
an
him
HR
that much of
person.
honesty from a first date. Like, it was just like.
But that's a waste of your time.
Here we are. I
No,
love
but like
it.
it was nice getting to still.
I'm
like,
on her side. Lie.
No, I wasn't lying.
What?
I didn't.
I
No,
would.
it was just one of those things. No, it was like it was a first date
Okay.
where
He surprised you. You guys talked about it beforehand.
Okay, so I think I had met him at a
With
party.
broccoli and drank water.
No, I had met him at a party,
Loser.
and we weren't like. I met him at a party. Let's say I met him at a party on like that Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
We had
Hold
a
on, can I
date
stop
on
you?
like
So
that
he met
Thursday.
you met him at a party and he was vegan and didn't eat meat?
I didn't know that
What a
when I
fucking
met him at the
weird-
party.
Okay.
So
There's an
I'm
element
saying
of surprise.
pause.
There's an
Sorry.
element of
No,
surprise.
I love it.
So it was like one of those things where like it was like I met him and then like our text message was very limited
Okay.
in terms of like, oh, let's go out, and then
Gotcha.
we picked the day. So it wasn't like we're like getting to know each other via text before.
Gotcha.
So I didn't
There's more
know
actual
too much.
interacting.
Yes,
Gotcha.
exactly. So
Okay.
when I went on the like I think he mentioned he was vegan or whatever.
Okay.
Like, okay, try this vegan pizza spot. I'm like, okay, sure, I guess. Like
Gotcha.
I was there for the experience, to be honest. And then with talking to him, I got to find out he doesn't drink either.
Damn.
You know,
Okay.
He's Mormon?
You said what?
He's Mormon?
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not Mormon.
Is he a
But,
part
like,
of a
I don't
cult?
know. Like the conversation, like
Be high
I
on
just
life,
knew,
or
like
I don't
when
know.
we were talking,
high
that
on
like
life.
it's just probably not
Come on
someone
now.
for me. But it wasn't like anything that I would give him like feedback on because like I just think that like it just wasn't for me. Like another girl probably would love him.
Well, first of all, let me tell you something. Maybe I'm toxic. You about to tell me you vegan and you don't drink, girl?
I know. I didn't.
If you don't lose my number,
We can't have
what a
fun.
loser!
You can't eat a
Ew, yuck.
But, I mean,
can't
But
smoke.
it's interesting though because for
No, it's
another
not.
if a girl like if for a vegan girl that would have been like I'm thinking like my friend like Kiara for example, she's vegan, she probably like only wants to date like guys that are vegan.
Gotcha.
You know, like because vegans I feel like they like to date.
But why did you
their
waste
kind.
your time
I
if
didn't-
you're not
I
vegan?
Because like I think I wanted the experience.
Okay.
I wasn't looking
You
for
want to experience a
anything,
nigga
like,
that don't eat
more,
meat or
like,
drink?
Of
I
eating
met-
vegan or him?
No, like I don't know. Like I was just curious. I think I was wanted
Gotcha.
to explore. I met him. I thought he was attractive. I think
Uh-huh.
that's why I got his number. He wanted to take me out very quickly. So he said a vegan pizza bar or whatever. I'm like, okay, that's a little different for me. Like I didn't know how serious he was about his veganism or whatever.
You thought he would play vegan?
I don't know because some people be fake vegetarians.
Oh
and,
my
like,
God.
vegans and,
Oh
like,
God. Okay.
So
They're gonna
it was
ban
that.
us.
It was like that. Kind
They're
of
gonna
like,
ban this show.
That's all. Don't worry about it. We be all right with that. We done did with
I
it.
guess I'll
Are you
believe
sure?
stuff. No, we good.
Yo, honestly, like, and this goes back to like what this is a compromise shit. So if a dude's vegan, y'all out.
I'm not 100%.
Raised from the South, so I know you.
I mean, I'm halfway out, but like I'm also learning from like
halfway
my.
out.
You know why? Because pause. But I'm learning from like my from my coworkers. There are actually a lot of good vegan restaurants.
There
Low
is
key,
a
they're
couple.
like.
Okay, check this out.
Actually,
You know what?
like,
I'm gonna tell the truth.
I mean, but like.
No, I'm gonna tell the fucking truth.
Okay,
Fuck this.
I'm not. I'm not.
I'ma tell the truth.
That's one of my. I'm not.
Shit is ass.
Yeah,
Some vegan shit is alright.
Okay,
Like
you know,
there's
if
a
it's
diner in
seasoned
Brooklyn.
right,
I don't know what it's called, but
if
their
it's-
food
it's
is
called I'm
pretty-
not going
I
there.
like Veggie Castle. I don't mind a good oyster burger.
Okay.
Yo, okay.
I never.
First of all,
This
oh,
that's
oyster
something.
mushroom.
wait, oysters are vegan?
No, it's a mushroom. It's an oyster mushroom burger. That's how they make their burger.
Yo,
It's
check
so
this
good.
out, Cup.
Yeah, no.
I love
That's
no.
my compromise. I'm not.
Joe
vegan.
just
The
no,
burger
hold
is
on.
I tried. No,
bad.
listen.
Joe just told she was cool, so I want to know where Joe went.
No. I tried some. It was Asian cuisine. It was vegan Asian cuisine, bro.
Interesting.
Nigga want to be me. Look,
Son,
nigga want to be. Look.
Everything was vegan, but tasted
Like-
the opposite of what it was, bro.
What?
Chicken.
Listen.
It was some green vegetable shit,
Ew.
seasoned so good. It was like chicken. I was like, "There's no way this is."
Seriously?
Yes.
Yeah. You have to go to
Straight
Veggie
up.
Castle. Like they be having
Straight
like
up.
barbecue chicken.
Oh,
And in my head, I'm like,
wow.
I guess. But
I be
like,
thinking vegan means like low calories. That's my problem.
Oh my.
Next subject, because I'm not doing this with you.
But-
Not low calories.
Nah, I don't know. Like with I wouldn't say bad date, but it was boring. Like I realized, like
We're not
this is
connecting.
what we're
I'm a
also
fun
with
date.
growth.
Mhm.
I realized, damn, bro, you're really just so like shallow. It's just like, all right, she's beautiful, but we had no connection, and I believe there was an age gap of like 3 years.
That's not bad.
But we couldn't
No.
talk about anything.
No, you gotta
No.
see
anything
not
at
to,
all.
Not to cut you off, but the age gap, 3 years is the what I realize as an adult is the gap. So let's think about this.
I was
Like,
20
Younger or older?
no,
I
so
was
let's go-
25 and she was 22.
That may not be that big, but think about it like this. When you were 21 and then you were 24, think about how different you thought.
Yeah.
When you were
Oh,
25 as opposed to when you were
yeah.
28, think about how different
I
you
feel like now
thought.
I'm starting to think differently.
Okay.
I mean,
you know
okay,
what?
should
you know
though.
what?
It would grow.
Nah,
if
you, we
anything.
need, you need a different doctor.
I'm like, now I'm
But
starting
now-
to think differently. I'm like, put myself first.
And I'm not.
Nah, you know what?
You
We gonna
always
move on.
thought
This
that,
is,
girl.
Nah, this is crazy. That was years ago. What's going on? Yo, what's up with that?
I'm a little late to the
Oh my
game. Late to the
God.
party.
Oh my
okay.
god.
And I'm not trying to boast myself up, but it's just like, damn, bro, I really like. I only like you because you're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
But I can't. Like, there's nothing
Yeah.
we could talk about. Not even
Bro,
shows. Nothing.
We hate beautiful women all the time, bro. That's the story of niggas' lives. Shit happens
I
all
feel
the
like
time.
I'm fun though. My dates be hoe.
But-
Like I be making it fun.
Now, if she could like one small compromise, if she can make me laugh,
I be
it's
fun.
over.
I be
Cause like,
Yo, oh,
nah, the knee slappers. is
Not the knee
crazy.
slapper.
Nah, I be having them on the floor.
they
Like
tell
I'm
you
a
that?
fun
Nah.
Did
date.
they tell you? Did they really be
Did they
laughing?
tell you that, or like you,
Did they
you
fake
assume that?
laugh
They
or real
legit?
No,
laugh?
they be really laughing. They be really on the floor. Like I'm a really good date. To
Cause
be
there's
honest.
this saying, I don't say it, but there's this saying that most
I
women
might.
are not funny. Now,
I'm funny.
what do you guys believe?
Why are you
on
looking
that?
at me? I don't
Most
date you,
women are
nigga.
not
I'm
funny.
just saying. I mean,
Okay.
generally speaking, I
Most
feel
I'm
like
funny as fuck though.
Yeah.
No, like I feel like we're funny.
I can
feel you.
say
We're
women.
funny.
I can say. Oh, look at
Because like, oh shit. She's like, I'm funny, but I'm fucking
No,
hilarious.
The thing is, like, Raylan and I have this debate amongst our friends. Like, who's
we do.
funnier?
We talk about this in the group chat all the time. Who's
funny?
Like, who's
Okay.
funny?
I think I'm funnier than Raylan. But it's just a shock to me how some people might think Raylan is funny. But I feel like
Raylan
we're
is-
funny together.
See, here's the thing: is for me, it's Ray. There's no Ray is the funny person I know. Period.
Why?
Man or woman.
No, she's not.
Oh, well, look at her. Don't look at me,
She's not
nigga.
that funny.
Look
I
at-
feel like she's
Nigga
funny.
pressing me about
I'm
her
sorry.
right next to her.
I'm sorry just to get into this. 'Cause I feel like Raylan is funny, but like I am like naturally funny. Like I mean like
I'm out of this one because
like who's
I don't.
the funniest?
Who you be laughing at more?
Yeah,
Well,
because
like-
you're
That's a
biased.
cheat
You're
code.
unbiased.
What?
I already said my
Like-
position.
That's
I
a-
feel like I am like
I
naturally-
have seen Ray for what 3 episodes now.
She,
And
yeah,
he
Ray's
only-
done about 3 already.
About 3 episodes.
And how many have I done?
About 2.
No, barely any.
Which?
And why is that?
Oh shit!
Because
No, you've done 2 with Dro here. Ray's black.
Damn.
Is she?
Oh my God.
Yo, Ray being Algonquian or Cambodian is crazy.
That is
Oh, I am black.
real. Indigenous.
Oh my God. No. This is that. No. Oh my God. No.
Man, I don't know what the hell she is.
Nigga
Oh
said
my
Ray's indigenous.
Anyway.
Nah,
So
nah.
I think okay, back to the topic. Okay, so younger
We
girls.
have a lot more shit
What
to
about
discover, yes.
older girls? Like, why would you date? Okay, so if you
Older?
were 25, would
Talking
you
to the
date
mic,
a
please,
girl that's
Jesus.
28?
Yeah.
Mike,
She got her shit together. That's gonna rub off on me.
plenty of 20-year-old girls don't got
think
shit
so?
on. Right, Daniella, microphone,
Well, I
please.
would like to think so,
But
but
But you don't think like if she has her shit together, that makes you feel pressured?
that goes back to the insecurity.
So that's an insecurity thing.
I believe it's an insecurity thing.
Yeah.
Don't
You
quote me on
34?
everything. Huh?
would you do 34?
I'm 28.
At
30.
28 or what? Or at 25?
Maybe
34.
If
30, 30, 30, 30, 31,
30?
32,
25 and 30?
31, 32.
I think that's doable. I honestly
And you will
believe-
feel comfortable.
What's your cut off mark?
no more than like 5-6 years.
Okay.
Have you dated older women before?
Older, younger.
What's your max? Would you do a 40, but like someone that's just banging?
Like Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
You're nasty.
That's Halle Berry. What are you talking about? No,
she gotta have.
She could be your mother.
Like,
don't say that.
I gotta have my shit together though.
Yes, no, 100%.
So you have to, for what, Halle Berry or someone that's older?
Someone older.
Someone older.
Because it's like I gotta have my shit straight.
Exactly.
So
they've seen way more.
So they can't talk to me in a
100%. Because
so I can still be the man.
I don't want to be baby.
You have to be more established.
Even though I'm younger, I don't want to be baby.
Yeah.
So I definitely have to have my shit together to be able to have conversations, connect more, and just her experience. Obviously, is gonna overachieve mine. Yeah. Because she's been living longer, but I feel
not living longer, so you could take all her assets when she dies.
Right?
That's messed up.
What are you talking about?
You have no heart. Bravo.
Oh my god. Nah, Ray.
No, I'm sorry.
Not during, but I believe it. I'll have to be older. Like I would be able to. Do it.
Before I was in a relationship, I had went out with an older woman. That was, I'll say 8 years.
You went out with an older woman?
9 years.
9 years? John?
The fuck?
How old was she? How old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay.
You said before, so 27 then?
Yeah, I was 27.
Oh, you about to turn 29. 37, oh my 36? God, we getting older.
She was
John
36.
36.
Oh
Golly.
But she was stunning.
Honestly,
did she have kids?
No kids. She was 37. I was 27. No, she
I
was
was going to say, like, am I
36, 27, right? But she was stunning.
Look bad as hell.
And then she didn't necessarily have her life together.
She didn't have her life together. What the fuck was she doing?
Okay, but like I said, the definition of life together is like lived in a homie's basement.
Girl.
But no. See, okay, y'all missing the goddamn. Y'all are missing the goddamn point.
Okay, no. Girl, get out the basement, sis.
Y'all are missing.
Stand up.
Stand up. Oh my god.
And y'all tell me I'm not funnier than Raylan?
Girl, you took that from another girl. Oh my God. What the hell? See, no. See, that's a difference.
Okay.
John, continue.
So,
sorry, you hear this story.
Okay. Does she have a save? Did she have a savings account? Like,
bro, we didn't get that far. But my thing is, in her mind, because,
and did she like?
You think she had an air mattress?
Was she looking for you, or you looking for her? Like who? Like how did it happen?
No, we met at a creative thing.
Gotcha.
I didn't know her age after, but it didn't matter. She was beautiful. It didn't matter. We were gonna go out anywhere.
What was her ethnicity?
Bro, come on, we don't got time for this.
Oh, you want to answer it or what?
She was Spanish.
Oh, Hispanic. Okay.
Spanish or black, something like that. Whatever the case may be. So she lives in like a parent, friend's basement. It didn't matter. But in her mind, obviously I stay at the crib. I live in a big, because it makes sense for me at this point. I love my family. It makes sense. Cool. In her mind, everything was more together for her than it was for me. In my mind, I'm like, that don't make no sense, because trust me, I'm sure this account.
Was she working?
Yeah, I think she was a bartender, something like that.
Bartender.
But that in her mind, because of the space you had to yourself, it was, I'm like, in my mind, like, you have no idea how this world works.
Sorry, baby. You're 36, I'm here.
and in your mind, it's like, okay, bro, I may be here, but don't get it fucked up. But I say that to say, like, it's just perception. You could be 21 struggling on your own in a cool apartment, as opposed to 28 saving wherever you at, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all it is. But I've been there. But the point was, though, the older woman makes me want to expedite my process. Yeah. Unfortunately. But then you learn, it's like, nah, you were doing way worse than me. I promise you that.
What if she wasn't doing way worse than you?
Well, she was. No,
but I'm just saying, like, if she wasn't doing worse than you and had her shit together, and I guess
I'm her sugar baby.
I know that's right. Shit. Yeah. Get it for all of us.
You heard? I'm a sugar baby then. You heard?
I was actually talking to David about this because he was just like, he wants a sugar mama.
Let's bleep names,
David hate when we bring him.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, because we got
David Cord?
Oh, no. We got to bleep that.
I love you.
We got to bleep that.
Can you write that, Dro? Because David hate when we say him on podcast because we got too many viewers now.
Really?
When we was unpopular, he didn't care. But now we popular, he cares now.
He was just like how it's hard to get a sugar mama. And I'm like, I feel like for guys, it's easier to get a sugar mama.
Easier. We can fucking die now
daddy.
to try to get a sugar daddy.
That's what I'm saying.
We can die.
Wait, what are you talking about?
All right,
It's
that kind of makes
easy
sense. That kind of
for
makes
a
sense.
guy, a younger
back.
hot guy to just like what these.
Trafficking and
I'm just gonna say like
A lot
a
of
younger, a
trafficking.
hot
It's
guy.
tough now.
Yo,
You can bag an older
Oh
woman
my God.
so
Yo, bro,
quickly.
I'm sorry,
But
bro.
right now,
y'all full of shit. Y'all can send a dude your toe crevice and make $100,000 a year.
No, we can,
It
but
is.
it's more dangerous for us because now a lot
You never have
of
to meet
men
them.
have these weird motives behind
Yeah.
wanting to kill us.
yes.
No, they
Especially
okay.
But
black
there is
women.
certain.
Not
Yeah.
all
I've
toes.
seen on Twitter
No.
that there's certain apps and like websites that you just submit and they'll just send.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me, sir.
That there's
You
like,
ain't saying nothing
there's
but a
certain
word
websites-
right now.
allowance?
like you legit they just
Yeah, you can
enjoy.
legit send your toes
Yes,
without
like you never have to
anonymously.
meet them. You
Really?
could just talk
Which
and
app
just
is
send
this?
stuff. I gotta find it again.
Please.
but
And DM me and let me know
but
immediately.
Why?
Expeditiously.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm like,
Listen, man,
expeditiously.
What you mean why? I need some coins.
Honestly,
I mean, it is what it
maintenance
is.
for girls. Like, I need like 500 like a month.
That's another thing. When I was younger, I never because I mean I grew up in a household full of women. So my two sisters and my mom.
That always makes a difference.
I never realized how much it is
For
a
upkeep.
difference compared from a guy. Just
Oh,
for your haircut,
compared
No,
to
no.
just hair.
Or just
nails,
maintenance for
eyebrows,
men.
everything.
My nails is $250.
Son, now I asked a couple of my.
I go to the Russians, Ukrainians.
Yo, what's up? Yo, okay,
Are
damn.
you serious?
Holy
Oh my god, son!
Okay, so I have a question for you all.
Oh yes, please.
So like,
Wait.
but
Yeah.
when
It's gonna be our most viewed episode ever. I tell you.
when a girl say she does something wrong,
In what aspect?
like say she just did something wrong, she gets you tight or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's her etiquette
What's
to making things right?
That's a good question.
like what she should do?
What she should do? What would you expect
Vagina.
or what you feel?
My bad.
The bars in hell.
No, you asked me what she do or what she should do.
Oh
What-
yeah, like if
what
I do
she
something
should
wrong
do.
and you mad at me, like,
Like
how do
some
I make it
dickhead
better?
shit, or just like you got me tight?
Like
I get it-
relationship, like you did, like she did something really like just
Dumb.
Let's make
Dumb.
let's make levels, right? Because
Yes.
that matters.
Yes.
that doesn't matter.
because
So-
you can't just give. Yeah.
I've been in arguments where it's like, okay, I'm annoyed and it pissed me off, but like, all you have to do is like admit you're wrong, which can be very difficult for women. Let's
Very
be serious.
difficult, unfortunately.
Yeah, it
Like
can
very to be like, hey, I was wrong. I shouldn't have did this. That's also I can even the only reason I can even talk about this example because I know how hard it is for women.
be. Yeah,
Word.
I was wrong. I
it's
shouldn't
more
have did
so
this.
like, are you hungry?
There we go.
That
So
too.
that's one. And then that's level one.
You fix me up.
So
on
let's
plate,
start-
I'm lying.
Right.
The bars
So-
in hell.
Yo,
So
yo,
let's-
we're working on that.
Okay, so let's start with an example like she go through your phone, she read something, and she was so wrong about it, it was crazy.
Mhm.
Like it wasn't like, oh, that's my homegirl that you met, and her name different. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Word.
Because
Her name is Pizza.
oh no, he was
that's
cheating.
what it is.
No,
Sorry,
he was
babe.
because he was cheating.
Oh.
So, like, let's say your homegirl got a new phone number, and then she think you texting somebody that you not. It's like, yo, bro, you met her. That's the homie. Like, what are you
Mhm.
talking about? Her number just changed because life.
Yeah.
And she bugged out. Cool, said some things she don't mean because sometimes when women lose their cool, they say things they don't mean.
Mhm.
Or no, humans. When humans
Mm-hmm.
lose their cool, they say things they don't mean. What is the etiquette to be like? Okay, you know what, I'm gonna let this go as a man because the men are here. Like, what does it take? Me, I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna put you through a circus. I'm gonna put you through hell.
Not a circus child.
I'm gonna be a little petty. Just a little.
Is that petty though?
No, I'm gonna be a little petty.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
Just a little bit.
I hate
Just
petty
because
men.
I want you
hate
to
petty
see you're
men.
wrong. I just want to see.
Yeah,
I just want to see
I
that
want
you
to
know you're wrong.
tell
What's the
me-
time?
Huh?
What's the time? How much time do you give her?
A day.
Like,
Okay.
oh, nah, you got 72 hours for sure.
72
Damn, bro.
hours.
That's 3 days.
For sure.
3 days.
Days is a lot. I'll do 2. Maybe
Nah, I
more.
need
But
3
I'll
days.
do minimum a day.
And I need you to articulate yourself in a way of like why I was wrong, what happened, because
Yes.
I'm not with
Oh.
the shits.
Actually, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe to your point too. Like, let's say if you're in that argument space and like the guy is wrong,
Okay.
right?
So
And
we
as a
just gonna
woman-
ignore y'all.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
as
talk
a
about
woman,
Mm.
we send you exactly how we're feeling in a text paragraph.
How long
Why?
is this paragraph?
How
It
long
can
is
be
the paragraph?
3. It can. less than 150, but it's
Words.
a lengthy paragraph. Yeah. Why do you pick and choose what you want to reply
Hold
to?
on. Let's go back. Are you reading 150?
Yes.
I'm not.
Not 150, but like not like let's say probably like 80 words. But really like concise thought of sentences. This is exactly what you did. These are the actions. And then you reply back. Okay. The one reply back I get back is something like just so minute like
but
just
I'm not gonna reply to something I don't believe that happened.
Because in the eyes of the guys.
Yeah, because me replying to something that didn't happen, that's an admission of guilt.
No, but it is. That did happen. I know it happened.
Did he tell you that, or you told yourself that?
No, I just know it happened, and your actions show that it did happen.
Nigga, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I don't understand. So I'm just never sending paragraphs again.
No, you can.
No, because y'all don't read.
No,
like, what's
paragraphs
are
a lot for me.
We're selective readers.
I
have seen it firsthand.
I'm
where other friends like.
Bro, just call me.
Right.
That too.
Just call me.
We're in a fight.
So the relationship's not that serious.
Okay, so cool. So my thing is that means the fight's more important than fixing it.
Talk about it.
See how we just.
No, but it's like, you know what? Okay, fine, whatever.
But I kind of.
That's what I'm saying. The fight's more important than fixing it.
Yeah.
I
understand what you're talking about is like why, and that, I guess, an aspect of that long paragraph, why certain guys, I guess, selective reading on what we did wrong. Most guys
are stupid.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're not gonna admit we're wrong ever.
Yeah, y'all don't like to admit you're wrong either.
No, but
what?
Shit.
Yeah, there is no but.
There is no but.
No, because
and then another thing too, I want to talk about too.
Oh
but
God,
it's a different. No, fuck.
No, because y'all are stupid. Like,
okay, cool. Men are stupid. That's
y'all
fine.
Y'all are stupid.
But because we're stupid, we want our girls back all the time because we can't be the fuck by ourselves. So we're first to admit we're wrong.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
No,
yes.
you
That's
finally
also true.
admit
We don't
you're
listen.
Wrong. You admit you're wrong after we like pour our hearts out to be ignored, and y'all take your time, and then finally 72 hours after y'all come back and say like, I'm sorry.
If homie really love you, he's gonna go through it. He's gonna go through it, and he's gonna start realize like, damn, bro,
I guess Daniella's point is, why didn't you get it at the first try?
Yeah.
Because we're human beings.
What is wrong with you?
We're
okay.
dumb.
And then like when I'm bringing it up to you, why don't you admit you're wrong then and there versus like ignoring and like giving me a one-worded and then to say you're wrong and sorry 72 hours after?
Because you're living the Chronicles of Narnia. So this is why.
That too.
This is why.
I think the day and age is different.
So listen. I can only use myself as an example because it's the only example that makes sense, right? So you can relate to. If I'm in a relationship and I'm doing all right, and you're not contributing anything to me, if you want to wild out and bug out, I'm going to be as calm as I'm like, bro, go ahead, do you.
If I'm not that's not the case.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about
okay.
So I'm going to break it down to multiple scenarios, right? If you are a vital part in my life and I need you on my day-to-day, my initial behavior should be different, and you should notice that before we get to that point. On a woman's perspective.
Right.
That's when the differentiator will do that ain't shit as opposed to a dude. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you should start to pick up on them things before we get to that point.
Right.
Because if you are
built it.
Exactly. If you are contributing to my day-to-day life, once we get into that argument, okay, let me backtrack. There's friends that you love, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say me and you get into an argument. You might say some things you may not mean because you're just upset. I might not take that personal because I know you. I know we're just having a fight. That you might just be mad at right now, so I might not take it personal. If a stranger says something, if a stranger says certain things to me, you're not gonna make it home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or I might never speak to you again if we just acquaintances. Because we've all been there where we've had friends like, yo, bro, you didn't mean to say that to me, or you don't mean that. That's the difference. Simple. That's the best way I can explain it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, there are friends that's like, okay, like, you didn't mean that. Like, I do it all the time, I feel like. You didn't mean that. You're upset right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're mad right now. So I may be mad. We may be going back and forth, but you didn't mean what you just said because that really hurts.
Right.
That hurts. That bothers me. And then we'll be cool with, and I'll let you know, hey, that bothered me. And then 85% of the time you'll apologize. Okay, I bugged out.
So would it be the same for actions too versus what is said?
For friends, no.
Yeah.
For friends, we have to talk.
Yeah.
For relationships, it may, like I said, I gotta know my girl. I gotta know like how she deals with certain things. But for friends, no. We have to communicate. Hey, I was wrong. I am sorry. For a friend, I have to hear I'm sorry. If I don't hear that, we're never gonna be good again.
Yeah.
That's how I personally deal with things. Because I am so big on apologizing my personal self. Mm-hmm. Even if I don't feel I'm wrong, if I made you feel bad, I don't want to make you feel bad. Yeah. So I'm going to apologize ahead of time. Like, bro, listen, I don't even know what, let me just apologize ahead of time. But if you're unwilling to apologize, you're unwilling to be the person I need you to be in terms of just biting the bullet.
Yeah.
That's how life works. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But friends, no. You have to communicate it to me.
Yeah.
Women, relationships is different because we're in a different space. Because physically, we're in a different space too.
It's more personal.
No, we sleeping together. We having sex. So
yeah,
sometimes, some physical shit will work. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Well, maybe I'm a simple man, but yes.
But then not just also sorry, acting on that sorry after the fact as well, because everyone just says sorry. And then my whole motto is, which I put on my bin and my Twitter, don't be sorry, be careful.
Be careful. All right.
Because it comes to a point where it's just like, okay, nigga, are you really sorry? Or bitch, are you really sorry? Because you did some fucked up shit and you still doing the same fucked up shit. So don't be careful.
Yeah, sure.
And that's what it is. Like, action. People laugh at the whole actions speak louder than words thing, but it really is just, bro. If you,
it's simple as shit.
It's very simple.
I'm more insulted if you say you're gonna do something and don't do it, as opposed to you just not saying it or not doing it at all.
Yeah,
it's more insulting.
Yeah,
1000%. Like, just niggas just gotta do better.
Oh God,
niggas. What do niggas? All of us.
But then all of us, as far as setting our foundation for that relationship.
Yeah,
has there ever been a time where you've been like, man, like I wish I handled this differently with a man? Because I've never had these for example, like I've never had conversations where it's like, I don't want to make it specific because it should be a general question where it's like, man, like if I didn't react this way, things could be different with this man. Yeah, see, because it was quick for you to say, oh yeah, but it's because that's an obvious.
How you word that,
right?
It's more so like, okay, divine timing, and that's what we always talk about.
But have you ever sat down and been like, man,
damn, we could have did this differently?
No, not we.
Yeah.
Have I mishandled a situation with a man where we could be together today if I did better?
Nope. For myself.
Wait, hold up. Wait, what? Shit. I didn't see that coming.
Don't worry about it. I'm like, nah.
Shady,
I feel like with the guys,
Cherry was being shady.
You've never
His back hurt.
So you never thought you've done anything wrong with a man?
No, I have. I definitely have. Well, I feel like it was just like, damn, I probably should have handled this differently. Mm-hmm. I probably should have worded certain things differently. Mm-hmm. Should have probably never done certain things where we would probably be in a different place today.
Okay.
But again...
But everything happens for a reason still.
Yeah, right. So I'm not
I'm with you on that.
Mad about it.
No,
like I'm glad it happened. Of course not, but I'm saying like
if you be like, oh man, because when you believe that, it still would have happened the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, right.
But I'm like, okay, but do you feel like, okay, I wish I could have handled this differently. Like, I wish I did this different.
You don't believe so?
You don't think that's ever happened to you?
For like the guys I've been with? Like, no.
Sure, yeah.
No.
You thought everything you've ever done with a man has been on cue, perfect, is cool. Like this
1,000%. Like, you think this is fucked up? Like, I literally... no, 1,000%. I did nothing wrong.
I heard niggas ain't shit.
I know, y'all, they be breaking my heart. So like, I could have not done anything more perfect, to be honest.
So you never broken a man's heart?
Have I broken his heart?
No, I don't know who his is. I'm saying you've never broken a man's heart.
I don't think so. They break my heart.
So you've never broken up with a man?
Do you feel like you know how to communicate with men?
Yes, they don't know how to communicate with me.
Oh shit, that made it worse.
What'd you say?
No,
it's
so
like throwing kerosene.
So you've never ended things with a man.
The looking up.
I mean, I feel like
y'all know cameras is on. We see all your facial expressions.
Oh, wait, is the camera on?
And it's still going.
Oh, really? You saw me this whole time? Wow. Oh,
we get
did
2,000
I ever
views per
break
video.
up with a man? I just feel like my my breakups are just so toxic and so bad.
But why do you think that is?
Because of
on their part, your part?
They're the problem. Like, not me. Like, what do you mean?
So you never been a problem?
I honestly really don't think I'm the problem.
Okay.
Do you have this mentality of it's everything's done to me?
Ray's
no, I hate victims.
I tell you.
No. The thing is, like, I really hate the victim mentality, to be honest. So I'm not playing a victim, like, but I'm just speaking on my experience. Like, I haven't been in that many relationships, so like when I'm telling you, like, I don't think it's me.
It don't gotta be, and that's what you know. What that's a great point. It don't gotta be a victim situation to sit down and be like, maybe I'm handling this wrong.
Or did I play a part in it?
Or did I play a part in this?
Or
right.
I know, but this is my experience. I'm telling you, no.
Shit.
But do you ask yourself that question? Because I ask myself that question.
No, I do reflect. I do reflect.
I do that a lot with friendships.
It's still fucked them, but a couple.
Yeah,
right.
No. I do reflect, and I junk it down to that person wasn't the right person for me.
Okay.
And that's it.
But do you do? Okay, cool. So my therapist told me it's a good practice to do that in every relationship, not just physical, romantic friendships. Like if you lose a friendship, I look back, okay, this didn't work out, but why did it not work out? Right. What part did I play? That's a healthy practice that I've learned. Is like
I think maybe relationships. I feel like I didn't do anything wrong. Friendships, perhaps, definitely. I think friendships, definitely. I can take accountability to some friendships, not.
Working out.
I was gonna say, there is accountability there. Relationships, I just feel like
all the niggas did that.
Y'all
done fucked up.
I'm about to be a lesbian.
Joe, can you write that down? Jesus Christ!
Oh my God.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime. Honesty's the best policy, guys.
I didn't know you took therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you
to this day.
Can we just talk about therapy?
Because truthfully, I'm not like, all right.
No, go ahead, bro. Go on.
100%, I believe every guy needs therapy.
1,000%. Y'all need
every minority,
even when you're good.
Every minority man needs therapy.
Because, bro, we hold so much shit in.
So much in.
Like, I'm seeing it myself, like you know, finally healing with my father and stuff like that. I'm like,
for sure.
20-something years of just holding hate. Well, not even hatred, but just
I'm going to therapy.
Stuff like that. I'm like, yo.
I was going to say, too.
The last 6 years I've been in therapy weekly. You know, you miss weeks because you miss weeks when life is great because that's the mistake that therapists always tell you you're going to make if you have a good therapist. They'll be like, okay, trust me, those weeks that you feeling good, you're going to tell me, you're going to cancel on me. It's okay. Damn. You cool. And that happens, it's cool. Gotcha. But I tell everybody, man, it's always important to talk to somebody that's detached from your lifestyle. That's detached from you. So yeah, I've been in therapy the last 6 years, man, because you just never know. And then as you achieve more, the more success you achieve, the more I need it. The more things I accomplish, I need because you feel
you have to get it off.
Not even that. You feel that things are less genuine. You don't know what people want from you.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Gotcha. You're losing more friends. I tell people all the time, bro.
The more successful you are, the less.
Listen, man. I tell people all the time. This podcast started May 20-something of 2019. Amount of people I lost, I can't count no more from today. Because that shit, not necessarily the podcast successful, it's just a matter of their mindset changing or the things you're willing to do. That's what it is, and it's okay. But
I realized that I was like, damn, bro. Like, I mean, for everyone, obviously therapy should be nice, but more or less, definitely, man.
1,000%. First of all, I'm like so annoyed because like I literally was trying to get a new therapist, and the wait,
finding a good therapist.
Yes, like it's just so irritating because like I had like a really good therapist like in the start of COVID. Well, I ended up. Well, no, not start of COVID.
COVID. Sorry, girl.
Sorry, girl.
No, COVID.
No, she said Coke.
I don't know what her problem is.
I'm sorry, my ears.
But anyway, so I had a good therapist. I honestly feel like the stuff that I've been through in the past like year and a half probably wouldn't have happened if I was in therapy. But anywho,
we spoke about this here in part.
I know that so I've been like looking for a therapist. Like I found one that I really think that would be a really great fit for me, and it's just so irritating that they're not taking any new patients, or there's like a 6-month wait list. Like it's so crazy right now.
That makes the integrity good because they're not gonna take on more than they can handle.
I know, but I want my therapist. Like it's so annoying. Like I love having a therapist. We just be chatting.
Okay, so just to because this is a good point, therapy and everything. Have y'all read Kanye West's poem?
Which one?
To Kim, the most recent one.
Dead?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Not
I don't think the poem's the most important part. It's the caption that really stood out to me.
What did it say?
Pretty much.
Deleted? Let me check. He probably deleted it.
He probably did because you know how Kanye
That's
do.
how he is.
What I noticed was Kanye pretty much talking about how black men are not allowed to be vulnerable.
They're not. There's no space for them to.
I think I read that.
But I don't want Kanye to use that truth in this situation because I don't think this is that case.
It's not.
I think that and it's unfortunate that Kanye. I do think Kanye's going through a lot right now. Going through a divorce, no matter what. I know we make jokes about white women and all that stuff. Going through a divorce from somebody that you have 4 kids with and you spent your life with is hard.
It is difficult.
It's a piece of your life.
It's a piece of you. But him using the divorce as a reason for his, because 2 things
acting out.
Right. So 2 things can be true. There's a spiral and a disrespect to his wife.
Right.
He's been disrespecting his wife, but he's also been spiraling.
Yeah.
Both things can be true, and I wish he had good people in his corner.
I wish he had good people in his corner.
That's kind of what I feel.
Do you think he really doesn't? Or
I'm telling you, I know that because there's no way he acts like this. Yeah. With even a moderately good person.
I feel like he has some people, but he's...
But I think it's the personality of Kanye. It could be overpowering that he probably doesn't want to listen to them.
And this last episode is something that had to remind me, right? When me, Walt, Derek, and everybody, we was talking about if Kanye was sitting in front of us, what would we say to him? Mm-hmm. Because those things, those are reality to me. We ain't that far. We are. I tell people all the time, if you're talking with numbers, we are the hottest podcast in New York City.
Yeah.
We took a month off and ain't shit changed. You feel me? So I tell people that all the time, and it's the question was, hey, if Kanye's sitting in front of us, will we tell him the complete truth? Will we ask him the question we want to ask? And I said, I would, because I'm not going to compromise what I built for anyone.
Right.
And now there was debate and all that good stuff, but I think that if there are people around him doing that, he wouldn't be where he is.
I think he has yes men around him.
That's
obvious.
Most of the majority of the
time.
The more
higher you go up, the more yes men you have around you.
Because I believe, for instance, I know he's cool with Kid Cudi, and Kid Cudi is a big adversary on suicide,
mental health. Yeah, for sure.
Mental health,
he's 100%. Been there. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure losing him and then gaining back his friendship and then losing him again because of his spiteful words and stuff like that. Yeah. It's just he's spiraling.
He's spiraling, yeah.
Because the original friends of, I'm assuming what he has and stuff of good music or
Cody
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're pillars of his life. And he's honestly just outcry for help. Which is fucked up, obviously, because the ways he's doing it it's 100% disrespectful.
Right.
All jokes aside and everything, and the obsession with Kim and everything like that. So,
but also again, we can't use this as an excuse.
Facts.
No, 100%.
But in the same, again, 2 things could be true. In the same sentence, though, there's no place for him to ever be vulnerable, for black men to be vulnerable, because I just seen a tweet earlier about how obviously the video was OD of what he did, but in the same sentence, art is subjective. That's the first thing. 2, somebody was just saying Pete be talking shit about his own father and all this type of shit about killing his father and stuff. But in the same sense, why can't Pete do that and talk shit about his father? But then when Kanye creates his whole video, again, with the whole art is subjective thing, he's not in a space that could be. So again, two things could be true with that again, of how Pete talks so much shit about his own family and this and the third. Yeah. About if you could talk about killing your own father, why is it an issue of Kanye?
I think if Pete ever responded, it'd be fair game.
Right.
That's my only thing. If Pete responded, has said something, do what you want, bro.
Right.
It's game time. Because I 100% believe you cannot determine somebody's reaction to disrespect.
Right.
So if you disrespect me, I don't care how I respond. If I say a word about you, game time. It don't matter.
Right.
So the fact that P has never responded kind of looks crazy.
Right.
P has never said a word. It's like, bro, do your thing. He literally was like, yo, do your thing, man.
But then he also has white skin. I know he's half black, but he also has white skin.
Wait, who's half black?
Pete.
What do you mean?
I didn't know. What?
He's half black?
Pete Davidson half black?
I could have sworn he's half black.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck?
Oh, come on now. Come on, y'all.
Wait, Pete Davidson is not half black, bro.
Okay, hold on. No. We're not doing this right now.
Well, while our audio listeners don't know what's happening, and I will continue to give dialogue because we have one of the biggest podcasts in the city. I do not know that Pete Davidson is black, and I also have another question for the ladies.
No,
because,
he's white.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Where did I get that?
This
from?
is why Ray has been giving Pete
my
Davidson a break.
God, he's white.
Yes, girl. How?
Yeah, what is?
I don't give a flying fuck now. I was trying to half care a little bit because half. No.
We got to make that sound bit. Oh my God, he's white.
Sorry, y'all.
Here we are.
I mean, I care. He's a person.
Cool. Okay. Do we get that Kanye? They're not putting it on streaming services anymore because of the STEM player.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
the crazy part is, no matter what Kanye does, this is the stuff I care about.
It's a trend.
Yeah.
Because this is like the silencing shit that I care about.
Yeah.
Even though Kanye's a nut,
he's a nut job. He is.
No, see, we can't say that. He's bugging. I'll say that.
He's bugging.
We can say he's bugging, but we can't call him a nut job because everything he's saying is true because he says stuff like this, and this is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Daniella's a nut job.
That's true.
Dude, she looks right out. Girl.
See how she's just laughing at herself? It's not natural.
Not funny.
It's not funny. Oh my God. Try
Oh my
again.
God.
Boo. Tomatoes.
Tomato.
Oh my God.
Daniella.
But I hate that this is happening.
Because bring him down, bro.
Because at the end of the day, he's innovating shit, and they're now just suppressing it.
Exactly.
And they're coding it as opposed to like him doing something crazy.
Exactly.
Kanye has done some messed up stuff.
Yeah.
But this has nothing to do with it. This is genius. This is an amazing idea.
Yeah.
And everyone should adopt it if you are at this position. And guess what? Now they're punishing him for it. I don't agree.
Which is corny.
Which is weird, which is corny, but this is what the white men do, and this is why
because they see him uplifting his own self, and he's.
But it's also a critique of Kanye always needing the validation from the white man.
That too.
Louis Vuitton, all these. So
and being with a white woman. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. Right. I'm gonna work on it.
You're not.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're not.
Because it's the truth.
Lying.
You're not.
It's the truth.
You're not. What would you talk to me about? As we get older, you having kids, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Your son.
I want to have a farm.
That's weird.
Kids.
Do you?
I want to have so many kids.
I don't care how many kids you want to have. I'm gonna make that Mac. That's not a farm.
Kids? Yeah.
A farm is like 10 to 12.
Okay.
That is Kiki.
But talk to me about how you're gonna control your kids. Your kids want to
I'm not gonna control.
And what
them.
aspect of control?
Like what's control?
Your kids want to date white women. Well, no, your son.
They're not going to date white women.
Okay,
that's my compromise.
So what's going on here?
For my kids.
Okay, no, okay.
They can date.
Joe, I know you're gonna be straight. I'm talking about you. You said we don't have to compromise my kids because they're gonna do what they want. But you just told me
that's 45. The only. No, right. That's the only thing. You can do whatever you want.
What do you mean? That's the only? I don't get it.
I can't.
It's because you.
Well, it's not about you.
What
it is because I birthed you.
Okay.
No, I'm working on it. When I have my sons, or even like my daughters.
Gotcha.
Yeah, either. That's okay.
I would advise them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know they're not gonna fuck with white people, but I would advise them to not go on that side.
Gotcha.
Do you have a white friend?
I did.
You did,
but she moved back to Detroit.
Damn.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh, she light skinned.
She light
skinned. She not black. She not white for real.
She said Detroit.
That's hell.
No, we went to school
Shout
together.
Detroit,
But I don't know if she was really white though. She was what you call it?
Surprise.
Israeli?
That's not.
Is that white?
That's literally not white at all.
Yeah.
Oh, never
I was gonna
mind
say
then.
because
She
I
wasn't
think
white.
that's one thing. I guess being a part of PWI is that like I feel like I met some really great, inclusive. Like white. I think like I don't know. Like,
That you can call a friend.
No, I do have white friends. Like
you can call a friend?
Daniella has good white friends. She does.
I do have
friend.
Good
good to her. I don't know them, but yes.
No, good white friends. Like
And I'm but cool.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait. Okay. That I'm cutting. What?
No. They're allies. Like I mean, the white
Holy
friends
shit.
the ones that I swear, like the white friends that I've made, especially at school, those are the people I consider my actual white friends.
And they don't use their privilege as a white woman to get what they want?
Use it as a white woman to get what they want. I don't... I don't think so. I mean, I hear what you're saying.
I mean, it's not our job to know.
Yeah, like I don't...
Right?
I wouldn't know.
Can we agree on that? Can we agree it's not our job to know? As black people, it's not our job to know. That's something for them to deal with internally as human beings.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess more so for Daniella to see if they're really her friends. But yeah,
no,
other
I
than
feel
that,
like I'm not saying I feel like I know they're my friends. Like,
so
that's
on.
I will introduce Raylan to some good white people to perhaps change her perception.
You think Raylan would date a white man?
Now, I'm not gonna hold you. I just seen a cute white guy on TikTok today, and he cuts wood. I'm about to show you, girl. He's actually really cute.
Yeah, but what,
I feel like he has to be.
So would you date him?
No.
Why? Because simply because he's white. Oh shit, that's crazy.
Oh wow, that actually breaks my heart that you said that.
If he's tan,
like what is that supposed to mean? That's supposed to like be my
yes. Yep.
I just don't want to be with a white man. I feel like my values and what I want for my future and the relationship I want.
There's no white man that can accomplish that.
I don't think so, because you have to, again, like what I want, you have to share the same experiences or know what the fuck I'm talking about. Gotcha. And I feel like it's but so much, it's but a lot. You not gonna truly 100% get it. Even if you are an ally, I just truly believe you won't really get it. And the type of bitch I am, you gonna have to get it at this point. And I don't feel like having to explain shit.
I have a thing for like
for
like Black or Spanish or anyone that has seen or gone through an experience of oppression or some type of like
nigga.
Yeah.
So pretty much it's everyone but white people.
Everyone but white people. I feel you.
Nigga,
I'm not saying, listen.
No, I had that little phase. I got over that real quick when the oppression started bothering me. Nigga, I'm like, you gonna stay broke? All right,
what you trying to say?
Not my lady now. I'm talking about you gonna stay broke?
But what you trying to say? You talking about?
I don't have time.
You don't have time.
For
time is money for you.
Okay.
Money is time.
But it's Ray's point, though.
And yes,
it's like you're not gonna understand. Like you're not gonna understand.
So what are we talking about?
Type of
it's like,
I don't want to have to explain it to you either.
Like Spanish women.
What you doing? Working, stupid.
Right.
What are you doing?
Right.
Annoying.
Right. Like if I example, like the shit I'm going through right now at work, right?
Oh, what you going
I deal with like just other white women get in their way, climbing up to the top. I don't want to have to fully explain to you why this is happening.
Yeah, exactly.
I want you to get it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't have the patience right now.
Yeah, so this is like literally everything we're explaining is why the Kanye stem player thing is fucking annoying. No matter what Kanye has done, this is not okay. Banning him from streaming services, you're literally banning ownership from your platform. Yes. And unfortunately, this podcast and everything we do business-wise we're a slave to these fucking DSPs and these digital streaming. We're a slave to these digital streaming platforms. Mm-hmm. We have no choice. It's still going to come out on Spotify. It's still going to come out on Apple and Google. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
But I would love to stand in solidarity to Kanye being banned.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair. The fuck? Because he decided to take a different route. Because he decided to take a different route, it's not okay. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in that. So, yes, Kanye is a moron, but here we are. You know what I mean?
I still love him very deeply.
As we all should. I think Kanye has gone through a lot and he's made some mistakes and he lost his mother at a peak time in his life.
It was just really nice to see with the documentary, see how, him interacting with his mom. She seems like a wonderful, she's like such a black mom. So wonderful.
Nah, but she was different.
For sure.
She was a different one.
For sure.
She was different.
She supported him.
Yeah.
Every step of the way. She knew the lyrics to all. Yeah, it's different.
That's different.
But I want to thank my two lovely co-hosts for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
A classic episode, as y'all tend to do.
Period. And I think you guys should leave a comment on who do you think is funnier. Me
oh Lord.
Or Raylan.
Please do, niggas. Please do, so we can nip this in the bud, because I'm not finna do this for her. Also, this is our last podcast ever being with Miss Daniella.
Oh shit!
Absolutely not.
Ray has spoken.
You are insane. You are crazy.
It's so crazy. Yeah, bitch, I'm about to take your job. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
I'm about to take your job. Okay. But yeah. Oh my god, so great. Such great times. So much fun we had on this podcast. But
what did Rihanna say to Ciara? Good job for you booking that show that you speak of.
See how she's the only one laughing. Okay.
Tomato.
Period. But thanks, John, for having us. This was so much fun to chat.
Yeah, you guys really gave some really insight. You guys gave us a lot of insight and
different perspective.
No, honestly, this 100%. Is what I was looking for from this episode. Thank you guys so much.
We even followed the doc.
Yeah, we followed the doc in a weird way, but we did.
You guys never follow that?
We do.
Oh.
Follow the what?
The document, the Google Doc.
Oh, the doc. Okay, I got you.
You know, these guys don't do no homework.
I was gonna say but definitely follow me at Bodied and Beated on Instagram and get your African waist.
All right, I guess that's where the second word at. Y'all get y'all plugs off. Go ahead.
Okay. Anything for you, Raylan?
Raylan's gonna come on 2 weeks from now, so
yeah. Oh, she's coming on 2 weeks. Oh, so she's a regular.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't get.
That's what they tried to tell you, girl.
She's like, you know the theme song? I'm the one singing it.
She's
John. You made Raylan a regular.
She's our new theme song. So we won't get copyrighted. She's our.
And
new
I was
song.
wondering why I never got the text, but okay.
You've done this.
It's okay. It's okay. Kimbali. It's okay.
It's levels.
Levels? Okay.
All right.
It's okay.
Well, wonderful.
I'll make my own 90-Day Fiancé podcast. Okay?
Oh my God.
I will support you no matter what.
With your equipment.
Well, here we go. There's that.
Oh my God. No, I'm about to plug in. I'm about to do my little plug.
Yes, please.
Yeah, give me a month, y'all. I'm about to start doing my own little TikToks.
Go for it.
It's gonna be just a mixture of me doing my paintings, me getting back to my dressing, and just like Black girl magic. Me just enjoying life.
For sure. As you should.
Give me a month, y'all. I'm just in the middle of moving. So yeah, after that, it's done for you niggas.
Daniella, plug something. Give us your closing words so we can continue to promote you.
Like I mentioned, follow me at Bodied and Beated. I'm going to be doing a couple more pop-up shops this spring. So pull up, buy your girl some beads. Like everyone should be wearing African waist beads and plugging it. What else do I have going on? It's the beads. I think that's it for right now. But yeah.
Okay. Dro, you got anything?
Shit, I saw this on Twitter and I was like, damn, this is pretty fucking big. It was like the minute you take time to acknowledge this, the happier you are.
Mm-hmm.
Once you become a certain age, it's your responsibility to learn certain behaviors that will hinder your growth.
I'll tell you.
And I was like, shit.
That's a whole topic of discussion that we're going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn. Like,
you know how many fucking people come back? So
how many people is out there just like the way they are, is still the way they are because of growth? Oh my God, yo, Ray. Oh my God,
that's her negative energy.
Like don't chase niggas.
I'm sorry, her aura is off.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I really like
Please.
I'm sorry.
That was a really
okay,
good quote.
my closing words are to the people, as I always can try to inspire as much as I can. Please keep working. Please keep going. No one's going to give it to you. I know you started with your friends, but sometimes you got to do it on your own.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I got. Keep going, man. Please don't be discouraged. And Ray, please, I want to hear more. Yes.
Sorry, I'm finished. Just want to say,
no, go ahead.
I just now Joe Budden's interview how Nicki Minaj praised Lil Kim influence and says that she and Kim should have been on the cover of U.S. Vogue magazine.
They said each individually. Yep, she should have. They should have. How they both have influenced fashion in a separate way, and they should have been on there together too.
I love that. Okay, women empowerment.
As that makes us happy.
Black women, please believe
that entire. I know we didn't get to talk about it this episode. But
we can next episode. It's still
we
women's.
Yeah, we can next episode. I'll be back.
She meant Ray.
Really?
Ray can do it.
Guys, viewers, if you think I should be on the podcast full time,
can you guys make that a poll?
Make it a poll. No. Daniella versus Ray. Okay.
We'll do one on
I'm
Twitter.
I'm not gonna put y'all against each other. No, we're not. I'm not doing that.
It's women's.
Because in reality, I'm really not for all women. Yeah, so let's be true.
In that retrospect, we can't.
Cut it.
All right. Okay. Outro. Bye.
Bye.